A man, Lord, Machiavelli production. Notorious M.A.D. Lil Chad and Slender Dad vibing straight bustin' no cap. Friday night screen lit fame hitting our lap. Culture thick, no yeet from the trap. YouTube grind, minds locked in so we adapt. Brahma bull cackling loud, bourbon on the rocks. Scheming like the GOAT, comedy unlocks. Mad shit smoke, cold as ice, won't fold. YouTube legend verdicts drip sharp like a judge's code. Brr, skirt, skirt that, brr, skirt, tat that. Brr. Ascending crew, let's get it. Stack them racks, laughs hit diffy. Dumb fades can't match these facts. Popcorn, poppin' chill vibes, brew sippin' slow. Prime time screens live, we slap, we glow. Now that we're pulling up clean, double the cup of the lean. Shit supreme from the H to the Bay. Third ward holding it down. Crew lights the fuse, blazing wild, no snooze. Voices boom loud, screens poppin', set the cruise. Grind levels up, shine hits, claim that juice. Rise quick, savage laughter high, can't lose. Put a skirt that. Put a skirt tat that. Brrrla. We here to break the mold, eat the basic behind. With tales that slap and laughter intertwined. A quest to marvel where drip defies. In this lit realm, only passion flies. Brrr, skirt skirt that. Brrr, skirt tat that. Brrrla. A sinning squad goes hard, blazing trails we pursue. Laughs hit like heat, dumb vibes getting cooked anew. Popcorn lit, locking tight, roll swift, no lack. Prime stream zooms, global brr tap, we stack. Skirt, skirt, that, brr, skirt, tap, that. OM's here, yo.
Imp is here, and we'll be doing our best to keep him from burning this whole mother effer down.
It's not a church, so you're lucky.
That's... Hey everybody.
I saw. You got him?
Yes!
Congratulations.
Finally!
You've beat the hardest boss I've fought so far.
Somebody's doing good in Hollow Knight.
Once.
You only had to what?
I only hit once.
Yeah.
I got hit like 4 different times, but I only hit once.
Didn't
Look
get cornered?
how happy that is.
No, I did get cornered.
You did get cornered? Did you just rush through? Yep.
I'm not taking this too massive damage. But it's mainly because I consistently use the little trap you could throw.
I told you the traps are good.
You may want to make sure she knows that she's coming through loud and clear.
I'm pretty sure she knows she's coming through loud and clear.
She's just that proud of what she's done.
The whole world needs to know that she beat that boss. I'm okay with it.
I still haven't spent more than 5 minutes in the game.
Which boss?
Easy down.
The Savage Beast Fly. So far the most pain in the ass boss I've fought.
The biggest roadblock. Let's go.
So
Is that the one on the ceiling?
Mark of the Beast.
No, the Savage. Did you get the Crest of the Beast?
Yeah.
The Savage Beast Fly is the one that's slamming its head into the wall when you come into the arena, and it summons ads in its second and third phases.
Yeah, the one Slender was stuck on for like 2 days.
Yeah.
About 90 minutes.
You just used a silk spear on all the ads.
I mean,
One-shot
that's
them.
great. It doesn't one-shot all of them. It one-shots the Chargers. It will not one-shot the slashy guy or the ones that are on the ground.
nice.
Well, congrats
right.
to Bride.
Yeah. Well, that was.
Well, that wasn't Bride. That was Slender Kid number 5.
Okay.
That was Lil Slenderette. All right. We got Eric, who came in first, who's refilling his prescription of black pills after this last
I
couple
don't know
days.
why.
I mean, I think
I was going to say, I feel like we've all got a surplus of those this week.
Well, I mean, for the short term and I can understand the short term, but the upcoming midterms, this isn't going to help them.
Got Tina over here, who hopefully is helping someone else with a supply of things he needs. FKHC, and this is the best news. Look who's in our chat again. Our favorite Kiwi, Smokey.
Yeah, and the first thing you did gaming with us again was get me killed.
Which is
And then we made fun of you for
hilarious.
it.
Yeah, even though it was 100% Smokey's fault.
We were playing Ghost Exile, where you actually have to like do an
Hide.
exorcism, and
I don't like
doing
where
the
the YouTube
exorcism.
symbol is on this avatar.
Yeah, Sherry, Brahma is clearly going to be yelling at you about adjusting your avatar based on the YouTube symbol.
But so Imp is reading the exorcism, and then he gets killed by the ghost during the hunt. And so Smokey
tell
has,
him why I got killed during the hunt.
because me and Smokey hid like normal human beings would when a ghost was
not
hunting.
that time. The time when I was hiding with Smokey, and he decided to keep the EMF reader out and on.
Yeah, they can hear that.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
watch this.
so after he dies, Smokey picks up the book and reads the last line of the exorcism, and we complete the exorcism and we win. And we're like, man, Smokey, you're really good at this. Imp, you kind of suck.
I'm trying to keep it light before we get into obviously a downer of a topic. And
We do have to talk about it. Like, there's no way around this.
Yeah.
It needs to be at the very least talked about.
As a follow-up to last week where we were going live as the Philly Karen was making her grand debut, I just this meme AI video came out, and I don't know if you guys seen it, but I think it's pretty funny.
She was born with a complaint form in her hand. She's been divorced more times than she's been married. She doesn't leave tips, she leaves suggestions. She steals baseballs from 10-year-old kids and then complains about how spoiled kids are these days. She is raising her kids to be Reddit moderators one day. Her voice hasn't dropped below 85 decibels her entire life. She once won an argument with a manager at a restaurant she wasn't even eating at. She calls the cops on kids' lemonade stands for not having a permit. She actually changed her name to Karen. She asks to speak to the manager before the store is even built. She gets the same haircut every week and still complains to the manager about it every time. She wears a mask in her car.
That's my favorite.
Alone. Her Yorkshire Terrier dog has the same Karen haircut as her. She once asked to speak to the pilot, mid-flight. She once called the fire department because her neighbors were having a cookout. When she walks into a store, the staff call the manager right away, without her ever saying anything. She gets in fights about spot stealing for street parking on streets she doesn't even live on. She is the most Karen woman in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Karen,
no
my
disagreements
friends.
here.
I think it is. She got. I mean, in terms of the world, her ass got bailed out by the news, just completely being dominated now. Like, because I don't know
She
that
still
we
got
ever
made
actually.
famous.
I don't think they ever officially identified her yet. So
It's Elizabeth Warren.
I don't think
Karen's
she
a-
needs to be officially identified. I mean, the kid, it worked out for the kid and his dad, so
yeah,
I hope she's happy with her baseball and her cats.
Karens are the worst. Take for
I
instance.
wish
my
the guy had a
brother-in-law.
few more balls.
Yep. Why be a Karen when you can be a Sherry? There you go.
True.
That's true. So yeah. So all right. I think the easiest thing to start off would be to just I mean, it was crazy. I think.
Some shit happened this
Yeah.
week. We all know what it is.
I swear. I mean, yeah. And
If you
I know
don't, I mean,
One of
was-
the best of us was taken.
Yeah, I think I was scrolling the Twitter right as the news broke, and I think I shared it in a couple groups and probably alerted Slender to it.
yeah, I was just working, and I look over and I'm like, what?
I got back
That
from
can't be
lunch.
real. I thought it was fake. I was like, he must have found something fake. Let me go look this up.
Yeah, I got back from lunch, and the first thing I saw was the close-up.
Yeah, I saw the close up too.
That haunted me for
Yeah, that even got to me. and
Yes,
I'm
it
not
will.
exactly.
like
But I think it's important
I'm-
that people see it because they need to see the brutality and
I
internalize
don't
it.
ever-
I think everybody should see it, even if you don't want to. I think you need to see it.
Because
I mean,
this is
I-
what we're up against.
I've seen some
Slender message.
some stuff, but
Slender message and said, maybe you and Brahma should go live. Everybody else is. I was like, I watched that video, and I'm not right to go on the internet right now.
Which I was like, I get that.
I like
yeah,
Charlie
that's-
so much. There was no chance in hell I was going to make it through talking about him on a stream.
Yeah.
I didn't
It
talk
just-
about it until Sporking's stream last night. And I went on Sporking's basically to make sure I could get through my thoughts without, becoming a blubbering idiot, on comics streams. So there was no chance in hell I was going to be talking about it that night.
It's really sad, and I mean, obviously, anytime, but specifically Charlie Kirk, really was like the best of us.
He was the most moderate.
He genuinely
really
tried to
is.
engage people.
Like most of us
yeah.
would consider him moderate right-leaning. I mean, he goes hard on the Christian values. But he's...
But at the same
there's
time-
nothing I disagree with him on when I think about it. There are things I think, no, you need to go harder on that. I'd say, like, I even heard his take on abortion, I think, earlier today, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think we get rid of it tomorrow. I think it's an incremental thing. I would love to live in a world where abortion is not a thing, and we can just be more responsible. But
And that's what me and Chad have been saying for
yeah.
the whole time.
I don't like it, but I'm not
Neither do
saying
I.
like take it away tomorrow, because I know that would never work, and bad things would happen as a result. But yeah, I'd love to phase it out.
Yeah,
He was the
this
most
is-
level-headed of any of the people that
and
does this
he
kind of thing.
genuinely, if you watched a lot of his content,
Tons
as
of it.
long as someone didn't try to be aggressive, like physically towards other people, he would sit there and just honestly have to try to have a conversation with people.
He let them spew the most
Yeah.
vile things at him, and then, okay, what's your question?
And then he'd thank them. It's like, dude, like, no. And this is not a bad thing, but like when you compare him to some of the others, probably, ourselves included, he was pretty milquetoast. Like he was like moderate right-leaning. Like which
Yes,
I know
that
nowadays
is-
apparently
that is a Nazi.
is yeah, that's far right, ultra radical, but
It's enough to
this
make
is-
everybody celebrate his death, his assassination on Twitter.
So this was I bookmarked this exchange. Why is the right suddenly into cancel culture? And the guy who runs the conservative treehouse responded, because they shot the guy who tried the approach of talking it out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think.
here's the thing. I've never been against cancel culture. I'm against canceling people for expressing their political opinions that are political opinions held by half the country. I'm not even against expressing more extreme political opinions, but I'm okay with canceling monsters who celebrate the breaking of some of our most fundamental laws. Like, that's a good thing because we didn't like this guy.
And calling for more of it.
Oh
Yeah.
Here's also the
It's
other
like
thing
if they're willing to do that to him, they're willing to do that to every one of us.
Here's the thing that I saw somebody say earlier. I agree with this. The left canceled people on feelings, assumptions, and emotion. The right are canceling people with receipts.
This isn't
Yeah.
cancel culture. This is consequence culture.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
It's-
so,
and
this is
I've
people
never
getting
been
tired of the
against
bullshit.
I've never been against canceling people if they did something truly reprehensible and showed no remorse for it. But the people who were getting canceled didn't do anything reprehensible back in the day.
And,
they just expressed conservative values.
now here to what Soul Assassin's talking about. There's been a lot of infiltration into the military where people got away with doing stupid shit for a long time.
Good, get him the fuck out.
Yeah, and it's a different day than it
Yeah.
used to be. And
Yeah.
here's the thing: I've been seeing on background, like, there's a lot of stories. Trump was genuinely close to Kirk.
He called him his
JD
son.
Vance, JD Vance is like best friends with him. They are like, there's a reason.
This is going to
like
be personal.
Bongino.
Trump is already ordering, like, get the fucking RICO investigations. We're tearing this MFR down.
And here's the
it's
thing,
about
right?
time. I think we're ready for it.
Here's
I
the
want a
thing.
public
Going
execution.
back to the cancel culture thing, right? Like, again, they're monsters. Like celebrating this on your TikTok, acting like this is a good thing. That is the behavior of a fucking monster. So yes, you deserve to have your job taken away from you. You deserve to be stripped of your current livelihood and ostracized from polite society. And to be quite perfectly honest, you're lucky we're not treating this like Frankenstein's monster and grabbing the pitchforks and the torches. You wanted to be the victim. You claimed you're the victim for the past decade. You get to reap what you sow. You're the victim now.
And just remember,
Find a new fucking job.
losing your job is the nice solution.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And as I said to someone, bear in mind, if this guy does turn out to be a leftist, which is what it's leaning towards.
Oh no, it's like confirmed now.
You have never learned compassion. You have never learned empathy. Yet you claim to be the side that is all about compassion and empathy. You have none of it for anyone but yourself, because you're all a bunch of fucking narcissists.
It's
Every
because it's
single
always projection.
leftist institution is going to be dismantled. Every single progressive cause to celebrate is going to be ignored, mocked, and if I saw somebody say, because of course everybody's interjecting Gaza into this, and the response that I saw, I laughed my ass off. Guess what? We're now going to start petitioning the Republicans to give more missiles to Israel to turn them into glass, just to piss you people off.
We don't need to help them. Like,
So,
Israel got this.
Yeah, I'm just fine with letting them bulk order though, like we're fucking Costco.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm fine with it too. And it's and it's we're getting way off into politics.
Yeah.
This is going to be a more political show than usual. I promise. We all gotta process this. We gotta get it out.
I saw this clip and I wanted to share it because I'm sure you guys may have seen it. It was
I remember this bit
famous
very well
George
from
Carlin bit.
Assassination. You know what's interesting about assassination? Well, not only does it change those popularity polls in a big fucking hurry, but it's also interesting to notice who it is we assassinate. Did you ever notice who it is? Stop to think of who it is we kill. It's always people who've told us to live together in harmony and try to love one another. Jesus, Gandhi, Lincoln, John Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, John Lennon.
Charlie
They all
Kirk.
said, try to live together peacefully. Bam!
I mean, yeah.
Ain't gonna be having none of that shit.
if Carlin was still alive, he would have added him to the list. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
He
sure.
would. I think he would have had a fucking stroke after seeing all the shit that the left's doing.
Dude, I disagreed with some of the things Carlin said, but the one thing you cannot fault him on is his logic. Like, he can present his arguments in a very entertaining and it's pretty
precise
truthful way.
manner.
Yeah, he's surgical.
Right in the fucking head.
I love his bit about how the planet will be just fine. We don't need to save the planet.
I'm sure you guys saw that at least one Secret Service agent
Already
got put on leave.
Yeah.
Got put on
Celebrating?
leave? He was celebrating? Okay,
Yeah.
he's not Secret Service anymore. Don't put him on leave.
Oh, I'm sure it's
Put him on
to
the street.
process His
It
firing,
should be,
but
yes.
The funny thing is, my dad is ex-military, and
Well, thank him for his service.
he's ex-Air Force.
Well, then I'll
Well,
give him
then
like
thank him for like
75%.
75% of service.
He's Air Force in Nam. So you want to change?
Okay,
that?
well, he's back up to 100%.
Was he a pilot or ground crew?
Was he a parajumper?
He built the overnight airstrips
Oh, that's front line. Okay.
Yeah, he gets
and
100%
delivered
again.
mail.
I thought you were. Yeah. Then he's legit. I thought you're
He's
talking about like the
heard
Air
about
Force
some of the
guys. Like I
military
served in
guys.
Nam, where North Dakota.
He's heard about some of the military guys saying the shit that they're saying. He's like, they're in for a real rude awakening.
Well, they're not our brothers anymore. They're gone.
It's not even a matter
Goodbye.
of that. They're going to be dishonorably just discharged, and in some cases, they're going to end up in Leavenworth.
They're either going to be dishonorable. It might be bad conduct, which is in certain arguments worse. But either way, they should be discharged and they should lose their veterans benefits. Like they should not get no VA loan, no fucking
Yeah, you've
what is
never
it?
been a part of the military. Good luck.
Yeah, you're not getting your VA, you're not getting your free college, you're not getting any of that shit. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Like that is the most extreme conduct unbecoming I have ever heard.
And the funniest thing I've seen too is people like, oh, companies don't have social media policies. Okay.
Everyone
and
that I've
here's
worked
the
at
My
thing.
does.
company does. Why do you think I don't list where I work on any of my stuff?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Those military personnel who were celebrating, were they in uniform?
Some of them, well, they may not have been in uniform, but their profile pics were.
Yeah, well, if your profile pic is, it's still part of your profile, you are still essentially in uniform expressing political opinions as a representative of the United States military. You're not allowed to do that under the UCMJ. Like, if I want to go to a Trump rally and I was still in the Navy, right? I'm not supposed to go in uniform. I'm supposed to go in civilian attire, and I'm not supposed to advertise that I'm a member of the United States military. If I do, that's punishable under the UCMJ, and they can hit you real hard for that shit. Because the military is supposed to be an apolitical entity.
And almost every private company has the same kinds of things written into their social media policies.
And I believe, technically, the Secretary of War, as he is now, or the President can discharge you of their own volition if they see fit. If they decide that you're no longer right for the Army, the Navy, the Marines, you can be sent away.
I mean, he's the commander-in-chief, right? Like,
Yep, he can.
the CEO of Walmart can walk into a Walmart and be like, "You're fucking fired. Leave."
Yeah, at his pleasure.
Yeah,
Yes.
the commander-in-chief can do the same.
Yes,
There'll be some paperwork on the back end, I'm sure, but like, yeah, he could basically just walk in and be like, "You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. Bye."
So I think Michael Knowles kind of summed up my thoughts. He just put this out not too long ago. Basically, in the wake of Charlie's assassination, many people are demanding we redouble our devotion to the free marketplace of ideas. The call seems at first glance courageous and noble. In reality, it's reckless and impractical. We had an open marketplace of ideas, and the left shot it up. Not only have extremist leftists committed violence in the marketplace of ideas, more scandalous still, mainstream left-wing voices have cheered and made light of the violence. There can be no open marketplace of ideas or anything else under such conditions.
Well, and even the ones who didn't cheer and make light of it made fucking excuses for it. Like that guy on MSNBC, who thankfully is fired. But like, Don't you try to hand wave this shit away. And don't try to tell me there's violence on both sides. Okay? I will allow that both the left and the right have experienced violence, but the left is the only one who is continually perpetuating it in the last 10 years. So no, it's not on both sides.
Yeah, so this
The
is
rhetoric
where-
has been stoking the flames
Yeah.
for 12, 15 years.
Like
Really
even
longer
even
than that, if you
Pelosi's
think about it.
husband, even Pelosi's husband getting hit by the guy with the hammer. There was no indication that guy was a righty. If he was hanging out with the guy, he was a lefty most likely, and I don't know what they were doing, but it was gross
They've
and
now
weird.
gone back and called everything that's happened, somebody who is right wing, even when it was proven.
Oh,
And-
you're
and-
a guy
and
who
the guy
got
who-
appointed by Tim Walz
And the two-
had
the
No
two-
Kings protest
claimed that
materials.
Tim Walz,
Yeah.
was asking him to do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
and
definitely right wing.
We're talking about the two politicians that were
Yes,
assassinated in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why again would a Republican, a right winger, go assassinate the one politician that voted against the Democrat bill? Like, you'd think, if I'm a conservative and I'm like, I'm gonna get her, and then she votes against the thing that I don't want to happen, I'd be like, wait, she might be one of the good
Look,
ones.
there's one being reasonable.
Yeah, like no. Like and those are the only examples they can come up with.
And Jan 6 over and over and over. That's all
And
I've heard for
one
the past few
person
days.
died in Jan 6, and it was a protester. It was a Republican.
Yeah, Ashley Babbitt's the only
And she
one.
deserves justice, and she'll never get it because they gave the guy a fucking medal. When I watched the footage, and it's like, dude, deadly force was not authorized in that situation.
Yep.
So where? Where is their violence coming from the right? And if you're going to say rhetoric, well, you guys kind of got us beat on rhetoric too, don't you?
And this is where I've seen, like, I agree with Michael Knowles here. There are people who are advocating. I see specifically, like, James Lindsay is tip of the spear on this argument about, this is what, be the better people. Fuck that. No, we're done with that. Because being the better people will get us steamrolled. It doesn't work. We need to start ostracizing. We need to reclaim it. I want the fucking House Un-American Activities Committee brought back.
Yep.
Going after Antifa because
Not just
looking
Antifa,
back,
you got to go after the DSA. as
exactly.
well.
I want RICO charges against Hoffman and Soros and every other billionaire and anybody who contributed to fucking Act Blue in the last 5 years being filed in southern Utah where this happened, because you can start pulling them in as parts of a criminal enterprise because their money went to fund the Discord servers where there's Antifa fucks. We're discussing those things. Mm-hmm. And when someone says, well, that's not allowed, they've never charged that before, I'll be like Bob fucking McDonnell and President Trump, so you kiss my ass, because 10 years from now, the Supreme Court might agree with you, but make them bleed their fortunes for 10 years, deny them bail just like they did the January 6th. They denied bail to grandmas who walked in the Capitol for 10 seconds.
Do to them what they did to Alex Jones. Right?
Except for something real.
Pretty much. I mean, the both siders shit is starting to drive me nuts because you have, that sausage grease swilling fat fuck Cenk Uygur.
Oh my God.
Oh, you watched Piers Morgan today?
Yeah, I saw that. What are you getting mad about? These were your headlines. Well, that's not what they mean. Well,
explain what they mean, dickhead.
He's scared right now because he's really concerned his fucking nephew's going to be going away for a long fucking time.
His nephew should go away for a long
and
fucking
he's also
time.
Worried that the
and I'm not saying violence, but I'm saying you could charge him with a lot of criminal activity. And he's basically a terrorist propagandist.
For those that aren't aware, that would be Hassan. Who
Hassan Piker.
With calling
Cenk is
for
also
killings all the time on Twitch.
FCC might yank his broadcast license.
And the FCC should yank his broadcast license.
The
MSNBC's broadcast license, CNN's broadcast license, they can all go.
What I wish Dave Rubin would have done was looked at Cenk and go, yeah, so how about those Armenians?
I mean, Cenk didn't, but what's her name did once or twice.
And for the record, also, if people don't know, Dave Rubin used to be on the Young Turks Network.
Yeah, and they're real salty about that.
Yeah, they hate him. And Dave,
I don't like Dave Rubin.
I like some of his. I watch a lot of his stuff. Do I agree with him 100% of the time? No, but he's been an effective voice.
I find Dave Rubin to be a congenial fellow. I think he is very likable. I don't agree with him down the line on everything, but I mean, he is welcome in our tent. Like, I don't think he does anything wrong there.
This is how bad I've moved. I'm not even going to bring up him buying a baby. So let's move on. He's on our side. We're circling the wagons now because we have to clear this infestation. It's like termites have dug into your foundation.
My parents who aren't even political. My dad pays attention to politics mostly because of gun rights stuff because he's a hunter.
That's the thing they're coming after. It's the only thing they're coming after as hard as free speech.
Well, they both even said something needs to be done. And not just for the killer, about the Democrats.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom was a 90s Democrat. She was a teacher. She was in the teachers union. So, she voted Democrat. But as soon as shit started getting stupid at school and she saw where it was coming from, the state leadership of New York, which is Democrat even at that time, she's like, no, I'm done with this.
I shit you not. I heard them describe the weapon used as a bolt-action assault rifle.
Right.
My dad said someone put out an article asked with the title, the headline of, what is a bolt-action rifle? And then you have the fact that you have that stupid cunt from Queens. You all know who I'm talking about when I say that.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing she did the day of, was trying to talk about gun control.
Oh, a bunch of people did. A bunch of
That's
people
what they
tried to
all do
argue
every time.
that. I mean, that was one of the things that pissed me off when they basically was like, well, I mean, Charlie was in favor of gun rights, so he basically had it coming, right? Right? No, idiot.
And you have everything that's coming to you, right?
Right? I mean, these people, though, they're so dumb as far as guns go. I was like,
Yeah.
because they were talking about the shell casings and how they were each engraved, and they were engraved with cultural references, and I'm like, yeah, we are, no, say what they really were, but I guarantee you there were people out there who were like, wait, so they had all 4 bullets? So they pulled that one out of Charlie Kirk to read it?
Right.
No, you fucking retard. Shell casings don't go down range.
So here's one for you, Chad, since you're a comic book guy. I'm sure you saw what DC did, right?
Yeah, they finally fired that fat
DC
fuck.
didn't do it.
Oh, Zaslav. I
It
heard
went
Warner
all the way to the
Brothers
top.
did it. DC's
Yeah.
still on the shit list with a lot of people. And especially when
went
their
above
new
gun
Absolute
even.
Batman issue
Yeah.
comes out, it's like, oh, Batman's fighting white supremacists.
Dude,
Really,
they had on my side, right? Like in the gaming space, we're on a hunt.
Oh
Like-
yeah,
like
oh yeah.
we have
Sucker
been
Punch
making
is a dead
lists.
Studio
I
walking.
believe Asmongold is being the tip of the spear on that one.
Asmongold actually came back. His dad has cancer. Asmongold
Yeah.
has been away trying to take care of his dad. He came back to talk about this.
Yep.
But like
And
he's
multiple
like,
people
I'm
have
available
said,
to make a
"Start
list.
it and walk away. Let
Yeah.
us carry it and go take care of your dad.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm available to make a list. I got people who can help make a list. We need to identify,
he's working
name
with
and
Ron
shame,
Coleman, I
and
believe.
send it to all these fucking companies and demand their firings. And if they won't do it, we'll go to the advertisers next.
Because here's
Like
the thing,
we're cleaning house.
I've seen people start saying it's like, yes, these companies have social media policies in their contracts. Why aren't they enforcing them?
Yeah.
There should be a
Because
law.
they haven't felt like they need to on that
There should
side.
be a law.
Yeah,
not
they love
saying-
it.
Not that there's, oh, you have to have a social media policy. Maybe there should be. But there should also be a law that's, if you have a social media policy and you don't follow it and your employees are saying some absolutely heinous shit and you do nothing about it, you should be fined daily until you rectify the problem.
and open to lawsuit.
yeah.
And here's the thing, right? I'm going to say this flat out. I'm not saying that any legal repercussions should be brought against these people whatsoever. I respect their freedom of speech. I'm glad they were able to go on social media and say what they wanted to say.
They got a couple.
But
of
I don't
clicks.
want to do business with that motherfucker.
Who would want to go to a doctor? And I'm saying, using this example, because I've just been to a fucking doctor in the past 2 weeks, who hates people who don't think like they do.
Yeah, what if that's my anesthesiologist? Because an anesthesiologist basically has to make you dead and then make you not dead anymore at the end of the procedure. What if I walk in there with a MAGA hat and my anesthesiologist is a blue-haired psycho and I'm like, we're going to have to reschedule because I
would
don't
do
think you're
that?
going to bring me back at the end.
It's the same thing with firefighters. You know, let's say it's a couple firefighters or shit limbs on the squad, and oh look,
Fuck you!
yeah,
Speaking of, we've got our initial reactions coming into
Yep.
Erica Kirk
On
making
Blue
a
Sky.
heartfelt speech from the.
They're still doing it, huh? Add those names. Fucking write it down.
Well, Wajid Ali and Aaron Rupar are definitely known.
they really don't
known
get what's fucking
quantities.
coming, and that's what makes it funny to me. It's like it's not just far right or even just the right. There's a lot of people who aren't on the right wing that are fucking disgusted by this.
Like, I know all you motherfuckers are trying to pull out of this horrible tailspin that you're in, but now is not the time to try and spin the narrative. We all saw what fucking happened, and we all know why. No.
They're fucking scared absolutely shitless right now because their chances in the midterms just went up in.
They're making it worse every time they open their mouths or take to their
I'm gonna
fucking
say
keyboards.
something. Pardon the crassness. Their chances in the midterms just went up in a spurt of blood.
Oh, yeah.
Period. And they know this. They
This,
know
this, I mean, I pray
Between
to
this
God.
and Charlotte, between this and what happened in Charlotte, the Republicans have everything they need for the next fucking decade to make sure these assholes never see a taste. of
I
power
was
again.
going to say, I pray to God this is the death of the Democrat Party. I really do. Like,
They're
even if that just means they recalibrate and they go back to being what they used to be.
they are what they used to be. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but like the Democrat Party as it is today needs to die. It needs to go away. It is not viable in this country. It does not represent its people. Again, not a violent thing, but that party,
They
no.
need to be done away with in the, not the literal sense. Not even in
Nick
Minecraft,
Freitas.
in
Nick
the
Freitas said it
metaphorical
best. Like, I wish to destroy your ideals, your message, what you are trying to accomplish. I wish to destroy that. I agree with Nick Freitas.
I'm going to take it a step further. We need to literally
Nick Fuentes?
destroy everything they stand for.
No, Nick is it
Everything.
Nick Freitas? It's the Virginia.
Okay, good. I was
Yeah,
like,
not Fuentes.
Fuentes is getting play right now. I'm a little concerned about
No,
that.
Nick Freitas.
But yeah. He was from Culpeper. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
Good dude.
he's
Here.
oh dude, he had some things to say about this that they hit me.
So check out
They
this.
hit me.
This was shared by a nurse.
Yeah, this is going to fuck that hospital over.
All right, I want you to read this and think, and I want you to think what scenario you think happened that caused this nurse to get this from her union rep. I'm going to read
Lexi, I am heading into work for a few hours, but
Yeah, I
wanted
read
to
this
touch
earlier.
base to see how you are doing and to make sure that you had my contact information. I am sure you recognize the seriousness of the current situation. The posting with the EH affiliation and the disagreement in front of an awake patient are at the heart of this extremely serious matter. I have to advise you that this may lead to termination. Do you have other employment? If not, I would strongly suggest that you start looking for another registered nurse job. I will be available later this afternoon to speak or correspond. Were they putting someone under and then they got the news and
No.
were cheering?
No. Okay, so here's what happened, Slender. They had a patient on a gurney getting
Okay.
ready to do a procedure. They're at the nurse's station with the doctor who's the attending physician. The news breaks. The doctor says, I'm glad he's dead.
With
The-
a patient right in front of them.
With the patient right there. And Lexi is the nurse who says, you're a doctor. How can you say that about anyone? And she's the one getting in trouble for it.
Fuck.
And it's
No,
also come out
really?
the doctor was trying to, curry favor with the rest of the floor by buying them all lunch.
Here you go, yeah.
Yesterday, I was pulled into a meeting with HR at my hospital and was suspended pending investigation regarding the incident with Dr. fucking Young.
It's an Asian guy.
Yeah, so
I
this
know
is-
how to pronounce it. I just don't want to.
That's the doctor. And look, bariatric and general surgery. So
Where did he come from?
I don't know.
Was he born in America? Because, I mean, I feel like
So-
we could maybe deport him.
This is what she had posted that apparently caused the problem.
This finger quotes doctor is a disgrace. Had the audacity to say, I'm glad he deserved it, in front of a patient nursing station in regards to Charlie Kirk being murdered today. You are what's wrong with the world. Offered to buy the department lunch as an apology. You are sick, and I'm not going to sit back and hear it. What does LMK mean again?
Let me know.
Let me know.
Let me know if anyone can get this story to the news because his patients deserve to know what kind of compassion he truly lacks for human life. And the middle finger emoji. I agree with her wholeheartedly. I hope she gets to write her ticket after this. I'm sure someone
She's
out there
already
will hire
filed a
her.
lawsuit. No, it's in New Jersey, but she's already filed a lawsuit about it.
And I think she's got a strong case for that lawsuit. And she should probably file a lawsuit against the union too, the healthcare union. Or whatever the hell it is. What is it? The hospital union? They have unions.
Probably the nurses union.
Yeah,
Nurses
it's probably
union.
a
Yeah.
nurses union.
Yeah, file a lawsuit against them too. This will probably result in your termination. Why?
Because the doctor who's, by the way, every doctor has to take what's called the Hippocratic Oath. First, do no
I
harm.
shall do no harm.
I shall do no harm. I shall treat.
Yeah, they've been playing real fast and fucking loose with the Hippocratic Oath for the last 20 years. I'll tell you that.
As I've said to a bunch of people, and I said it a few minutes ago, they don't realize what exactly is going to happen, and it's fucking funny.
Hey, Imp, are you able to bump your volume at all?
Yeah,
Probably.
little higher. But yeah, again, this is how fucking bad it is now. No calls for violence, none of that. We don't do that shit. I mean, I'm ready. If violence is brought against me, I will respond accordingly. But like, they're not gonna be laughing when they get what they want.
No,
Like,
I mean,
I'm so,
No,
no.
they're not. And like I said, I'm not calling for violence by any stretch of the imagination. Sorry if people think I am. Go fuck yourself. This is not. They don't seem to get it. People.
we're just playing by their rules now.
Well,
Yeah.
but so
We're not
people
going
are
to do the
keeping
violent thing because it actually takes more self-control and strength to do what we have been doing
Yes.
for as long as we've been doing than what it does to go out and loot and burn every freaking city.
Well,
because
case in
a
point, I don't think they
fentanyl
expected
addict
the
died.
response to be as immediate as it was. There is the website that came up, pretty much listing everybody who's celebrating Charlie's murder.
Over 2,000 people on it or something now already.
Over 600 people have already been fired.
Yep. And
There's
they're
a tracker going for that. I don't think they expected it to be the response to be, okay, fuck you, we're coming. And I don't think they expected their employees to sit there and go, you know what, you guys are right, these people are done.
Lily is right. Yeah, notice that. So this was something I thought was a good juxtaposition.
Very cool fact.
Yeah, we're having candle vigils,
Yep.
prayer vigils. They were burning cities.
This is what they did at. This was Liberty University in Virginia. Basically, prayer circles,
And here's the thing they don't understand. If the
singing
right wanted
Amazing
to-
Grace.
to use the terminology to chimp out, it wouldn't be widespread chaos. It'd be fucking targeted.
I mean, this is where Eric, I think, is seeing a lot of alleged calls for violence. Yeah, the calls for violence are glowing in the dark. That, like the guys who tried to kidnap Whitmer are moving. to
You
the
think
next
it's more
assignment.
Fed posting?
I think, yeah, because
They're
everything
definitely
I've seen
Fed posting with that.
I swear from all the way on the one end of Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones and like which are considered
Don't
the
take the
fringe,
bait.
all the way over. Everybody is basically saying, we're not going to go nuts. What we need to do is just wield our power. Like, don't.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to resort to violence. We're in the position of strength.
Yeah, well, some of us do want to see the violence happen, but
Well-
that's neither here nor there.
And the other thing is, they're lucky. Charlie Kirk converted millions and millions of the youth, and he's basically Rush Limbaugh to the millennials and Gen Z. He's my daughter's hero. We were supposed to go see him last night. He was doing an event in Woodland Park. Obviously didn't get to. Gonna regret never getting out to see him, but the fact that the people that he converted over to our side and to Christianity heard his message means they're not likely to rise up in some kind of violent overthrow either.
No.
But they will want retribution.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're
the
furious.
younger conservatives are furious.
This
I-
was like
I-
any of the assassinations in the 60s.
I actually kind of agree because, everybody talked about this week, and I watched Crowder yesterday because Crowder had a lot of info, a lot of
He brought
news
this up
happening.
last night.
And I agree with Crowder. Like, no, we're not going to be violent, but
We're also not lowering the temperature.
we're not
gonna be
lowering the
mean.
temperature. You took the genie out of this bottle, and until you put the genie back in the bottle, it's not going to be our problem to lower the temperature. We're on a hair trigger now. We're not violent, but if I suspect violence is coming my way, I'm gonna fucking engage it. like, and
Well, we've gone from turning the other cheek to mutually assured destruction because that's the only way to get them to back
No,
down.
we're not there
Well,
yet. We're at a different
no.
stage. It's called I'm not turning the other cheek. You're gonna slap me in mine. I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking punch you in
But
yours.
what's interesting is just like with Trump, the left is so like completely ill prepared for dealing with a conservative movement that fights back.
Yeah,
that doesn't
this-
give a fuck
together.
anymore.
Yeah, like the last couple days where we have en masse been like going after everybody. Like this whole thing about calling employers and doing shit, we are doing it now, and they're like, "Well, this isn't nice." Well, fuck you. This is
Well,
what
I
you
thought the
did
right
for
didn't like
a
cancel
decade.
culture. The
Yeah.
right also doesn't like people on our side getting shot in the fucking neck.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't like cancel culture. I'm coming around. But like, and here's the thing, right? I don't view this as you let the genie out of the bottle, dude. Like, this is, I'm going Greek on this one. You open fucking Pandora's box. And does anyone know what they did with all the evils that came out of Pandora's box? Oh yeah, they couldn't do shit, because once they're out, you can't put them back in.
Yep. I'm letting you guys get it out tonight. I've done it already, so you guys get it out. Sunday will be a different show where we talk more about Charlie and his impact because we've gotten out, some of the anger and rage that we've all been feeling for days. So this is your cathartic time, Slender and Imp.
Oh, Meat and Slender
Chad.
went off a little bit last night.
Yeah,
I know, but not on a stream.
I processed some of it already. I've been processing for the last
I've been
couple of
torturing
days.
leftists for the past day and a half, so I've been getting my therapy.
I took today off. I keep, it's just, I don't know if this one's ever going to be, like, processed, so to speak. Like,
This one hit me hard.
yeah.
I didn't sleep that night.
Like, I
And
wasn't
think
like
I
the
went through a
hugest,
whole bottle of Buffalo Trace.
I wasn't like the hugest Charlie Kirk fan, but I've watched a lot of the little shorts and the little debates, and like, I was like, man, dude's smart, and I like the way he approaches things.
I was a huge fan, and my daughter was a huge fan, and it brought us together, me and the 21-year-old. It brought us together watching his videos together and talking about it, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it meant a whole lot to me.
yeah, so here's obviously this is something we all know inherently. If a white supremacist had just assassinated a leading black activist and hundreds of his supporters were applauding and baying for more blood online, there would be absolutely zero hesitation to identify them, get them fired. It would be a national media crisis.
It wouldn't even have to be a black activist. It would just have to be a druggie.
Hell,
It doesn't have to be anybody. George Floyd.
Their martyr is George Floyd.
Have
Our
we
martyr
done
is
that?
Charlie Kirk.
Have we been going into the cities and just burning everything
And they've
down?
been trying to use that as well, you guys keep making fun of George Floyd, and we're going to keep
Because the
doing
truth
it.
still hasn't come out on their side that he didn't die from what they think he died from. He died from a drug overdose.
The three things that people have been keep trying to bring up is
Yeah, and
George Floyd,
don't tell me that shit was disproven because that wasn't in the autopsy. There were 2 autopsies, motherfuckers. And the
was paid
first
for by
one
the
said it was a
family.
drug overdose.
And that was the actual ME.
The three things people keep trying to use as gotchas are George Floyd, the 2 Minnesota lawmakers that got assassinated, and then the fact that
And Paul Pelosi.
no, and Paul Pelosi. The fact, oh well, the right made memes about Paul Pelosi, and they're fucking memes.
Yeah.
Yep.
They weren't.
And
sitting there going,
he didn't die, and he was standing there in his boxer shorts with another man holding a hammer, and they were acting like friends, and then the man hit him in the head. Like,
if that's not memeable, I don't know what is.
I'm sorry. Like,
And here's the thing: they don't seem to
no
understand.
offense, you failed this twice, Mr. Pelosi, but don't stick your dick in crazy.
I mean, here's the thing too: they don't seem to understand. If that was a right-leaning politician, he would have been made fun of as well. If not,
Oh
Hillary.
yeah. Oh,
If not
100%.
They seem to think it's like, well, you only make fun of us. No, we're willing to make fun of our own when they do stupid shit. You're not.
Yeah.
Eric, watch how little is done for Charlie in comparison to the. I don't want what was done for Floyd done for Charlie.
No.
He is getting the Medal of Freedom.
He is getting the Medal of Freedom
His
posthumously.
funeral will probably, or his memorial service, whatever they decide to do, if it's something that they're going to have a live stream of or anything, it'll probably be one of the most watched live streams in history.
Yeah, and like we were already saying, over 600 people already getting fired from their jobs for this celebration bullshit.
That's only in a day and a half.
And to that I say a good start.
And you're getting college kids to go out and do prayer circles.
Yeah.
College kids. Not usually known for stuff like that.
It wasn't, well, I guess it was a Floyd memorial. They did a mural of him on a wall, and the wall got struck by lightning, which is telling. Because usually lightning doesn't go for a wall. It usually goes for whatever the highest thing is.
Yeah.
Chad, what are the rules for laying in the Capitol Rotunda?
It has to. It's the Speaker of the House and the Senate President of the Senate have to mutually agree on that.
But it can be done for anybody, not
It-
just
any
a politician.
Well,
correct?
yeah, anybody can be laid
Exactly.
in state. as
That's what
long
I'm
as-
getting at.
Yeah. I think.
wouldn't be
Well,
surprised
and
if they
and
push
don't
for
give
that.
me this. Don't give me this. Oh, well, you always make fun of blah blah blah. Nobody fucking said shit when all the Democrats put on their slave tabards and went and kneeled for George Floyd out in the house, right?
Oh, well, we just made fun of him. We didn't say anything horrible.
We didn't say anything horrible. What was her name? Lauren Boebert called for prayers for Charlie Kirk in the House, and all the fucking Democrats were
booed
like,
her down.
"No, no, no."
Yep.
Stop trying this whataboutism bullshit. It's so easy to see the difference between you and us, and I hate it. You do not try to drag me down in the mud. I'm not going to go get in the mud with you. When you come to the edge of the mud pit and try and climb up and grab me by the leg, I'm going to kick you in the face and watch you fall back in, because I'm not going to get covered in shit.
Yeah, watching the Piers Morgan thing this morning with all the whataboutism and all of the... Well, there's plenty of rhetoric coming from the right. It's like, you guys don't get it. I mean...
I will say
it was
I did
one
not
thing-
realize that Charlie Kirk was the CEO of Turning Point USA, and I watch all their fucking events.
He founded it when he was 18.
Yeah, I watch all those. They're amazing. I love them.
People are all right. So just to pull back the curtain, the reason Charlie Kirk was actually more important than people want to just acknowledge, the Trump campaign
Yes.
used Turning Point, not the Republican National Committee. They used Turning Point to run the get out the votes operations in every swing state.
And we gave Scott Bessent credit for Pennsylvania, but Charlie didn't get near the credit that he needed for Trump getting elected in this term.
Also, what was it? I believe Martin Luther King went and did a whole bunch of speaking and was out there doing a lot of activism and everything because of persecution, right? Who's being persecuted in America these days?
Well, and that's why I compared
Christians and conservatives, right?
Yep, that's why I compared this to Martin Luther King, because he was not a politician. He was a voice for a movement. That's what Charlie was. You expect politicians occasionally are going to get, assassinated in this country. It's happened throughout our history. But you don't see cases where a non-politician gets gunned down as often.
No, Eric, I'm
political
referencing the
assassination,
romanticized version of Martin Luther King. I know there's some shit there, but let's.
So here's where people, I think, and this is where something where Eric, I don't know in terms of age levels, the legend of Martin Luther King Jr. was profoundly, positively impactful to the United States through the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Yeah.
And did more to create what was effectively by the 90s a 95 to 98% race blind grouping of people. Like I'm not silly enough to try to say that there was no racism anywhere in America, but
and yes, the man had flaws. Like I just want to call this out real quick.
Was a dirtbag.
And yeah, he was a bit of a dirtbag. And Eric Myers and Southern Belle, I do want to say, let's not pull the lefty thing where it's like, well, everything good he ever did doesn't matter because he did a bad thing. Let's not do that.
The reason
we can recognize the positive
and sake of being the voice of a movement.
Yeah, a movement of people that felt that they were being persecuted in this country.
And the voice was silenced by an assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And to bring up Rama's point, so I brought up from the architect of the Capitol, there are no restrictions. Any citizen who has rendered any kind of distinguished service to the nation can lay in state. And this is the list of people who have in the past laid in state. Generally, it's presidents.
Right.
But this is the last living Korean War Medal of Honor recipient, 2024. World War II Medal of Honor recipient. So they do a lot of stuff for military.
Yes.
previous House members, Bob
Harry
Dole.
Reid.
Yeah, congressional tribute. This one was the. If you want to,
Yeah.
if you want an example of a political,
Yes.
version of it, it was
The Capitol
sickening.
police officer that died but didn't die from that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, so there would absolutely be a way. Should they? I don't know that the Kirk family is asking. It would like that though. I think they're trying to do their ceremony. Do their.
I'm
stuff.
sure they're wanting to do their ceremony, but at the same time, I think from what Erica said and trying to keep Turning Point going, if they were to do that, imagine the amount of people that are going to go pay tribute to Charlie.
I
And
don't
that
disagree
is-
with that, Eric. I don't disagree with that.
Ooh, Slender. We have something positive from the state of Virginia.
What?
From
no,
the
you don't.
superintendent of public instruction. There are multiple reports of deeply troubling publicly posted comments on social media about the assassination of Charlie Kirk made by Virginia school personnel.
Shocker.
Celebrating or condoning political violence is unacceptable and has absolutely no place in Virginia public schools. I'll skip ahead. Anyone who would suggest the heinous murder of a father of 2 young children is acceptable should be disqualified from teaching or working with children again, and they will be revoking their licenses upon confirming that anybody is doing that.
Okay, well, I mean, that's some nice lip service. Hopefully they follow through, but I mean, they're going to have no teachers left in Loudoun and Fairfax County. Who's going to teach at the school?
Well, it's
There's a reason I got the hell out of there.
I mean,
I think they will for one simple reason. This wasn't just people cracking edgy jokes.
No.
There were people calling for more. People saying, when are the daughters going to get it next?
And they've brought whole lists of people on the right that they said, can you do this one next? Can you do this one next?
Yeah, somebody said a lot of people said do Asmongold next. Like,
Well, I mean, they went through a whole gamut of,
yeah,
of
they
influencers.
all these people should be like they should be ostracized. They should be forced to work the lowest job that they can get, preferably one where I don't have to look at them.
I'm going to say this because I'm sure it's not, but if any of you tech CEOs happen to listen to this podcast at some point, I know you won't, but if you do, clean your fucking house before other people do it, because if other people do it, you're not going to be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you as a tech CEO of one of these social media platforms have employees that are saying this shit, what is it, the 501c3s or what? Not 501c3. What is
No,
the
Section 230?
Yeah, your Section 230 protection should be revoked immediately. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know if you guys have noticed, Blue Sky has been just nuking accounts left and right.
Well, yeah,
And they
don't wanna
should
held
be.
liable. It's not. It's they're scared. It's not that they disagree. In my
No,
opinion.
it's not
'cause
that they
they're scared.
disagree.
But they
It's
are at
because they're
least doing
scared.
it.
But at least they're finally enforcing their own fucking terms of service.
Yeah, now if Twitch would with Hassan, that would be very nice too.
Yeah, well, Twitch never. I mean, that guy.
That's not going to happen until either A, Amazon starts getting hit hard, or their advertisers start getting hit hard, or the Feds step in. Those are only 3 options for anything happening to Hassan, unless something else comes out like
Unless he actually gets arrested.
Dude, Amazon was such a great service 10 years ago, but I am like a hair's breadth away from canceling my Amazon. I don't know why I still have it. And everything on there is just Chinese ripoff
Yeah,
stuff. And it's like,
me and a
I
buddy-
don't want to give my money to the country that wants me dead. Like,
Me and my buddy have talked about this multiple times. Not that long ago, maybe 7 years ago, maybe 10. Amazon was great because you could find actual brand names you recognized, and
at
knew.
good prices, delivered
good-
for free.
Yeah, now you go to look for, like, say, an SD card. You have to go through a page and a half usually of brands
Chinese
you've never heard
knockoffs.
of to find like a Samsung or PNY or SanDisk. You know, the brands, if you are tech knowledgeable, would have heard of.
Dude, I put in the actual name of the company for the product I want. Like,
Yes, and you
like
still
my
have to
power
wade through,
tools.
like, at least a half
Yeah.
page of brands you've never heard of.
My power tools, I swear by DeWalt, right? Like, I love
Yeah.
DeWalt power tools. So I'm like, give me a DeWalt hedge trimmer, because I wanted a hedge trimmer that could get in there and get the brambles. And I had to get like a YZ, WZ, all these other things. Like, I saw about a dozen Chinese knockoffs that basically looked like a DeWalt. Same
'Cause
color
they're coming out
scheme
of
and
the same
everything.
factory.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I wanted a fucking DeWalt. That's what I want. I hate it. Yeah, Amazon makes eBay look awesome, and I used to think eBay was a shit show.
Yeah, so the what basically happened is Amazon would sell the goods. They would have partnered factories in China that would monitor the data from the sales, and that would tell them which items to make
Which
knockoffs
knockoffs to
of.
make.
And then they would produce the knockoffs and proceed to put the American business
Okay.
out of business.
So,
I agree, Eric. My book is on Amazon too, but
hey, Chad, remember how I was kind of complaining to you guys off stream about the upcoming Gundam model? It's going to be like $800 with all the add-ons.
You know?
They showed it off at a modeling company. Somebody was already hitting it with a 3D scanner.
I think you might have a cheaper option soon.
No, it's probably not going to be that much cheaper, because when they see that some people are going to be willing to spend that much money, they're not going to make it that much cheaper.
Well,
And the likelihood of it being a fucking hand grenade, as it's called in the gunpla community, no thank you. And what a hand grenade is a kit, if you look at it the wrong way, parts start falling off.
buy physical media through eBay, not a bad option.
I actually do. I like doing that, because used Blu-rays you can get for like $2. It's nice. And if you contact the seller, if they've got a bunch of other stuff, they'll usually bundle it and charge you just one shipping rate of like $5-6.
Honestly, too, in some places for physical media, Chad, you might agree with me on this one. Go to comic book
Libraries, yeah.
libraries, comic book
Estate
stores,
sales.
and gaming stores. And by
Ooh,
gaming stores, I don't mean GameStop. I mean places that sell tabletop shit. Because
We
lot
got
of
to
times,
a weird place from talking
Yeah.
about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I think we finally got through our.
I think
anger.
we've all got it out of our systems now, and it'd be nice to talk about some things that were more
Everybody
fun.
should go listen to Erica Kirk's address to the nation. That's what
Yeah.
a strong woman looks like.
Do we want to pull that up? Would that get us hit? Would we be okay to pull
No,
that
I
up?
don't think they're doing it. This is. Let's see.
It's
It's-
about 15,
it's pretty
20
much
minutes
everywhere
long.
right now.
Oh, is
here.
it that long?
Yeah, but I'm gonna pull up the part that's gonna break everybody. Apparently.
About the daughter?
Yeah.
I'd rather you didn't.
And I talked to her and she said, Mommy, I missed you. I said, I miss you too, baby. She goes, Where's Daddy? What do you tell a 3-year-old? She's 3. I said, baby, Daddy loves you so much. Don't you worry. He's on a work trip with Jesus, so he can afford your blueberry budget. And my goodness, am I so humbled to witness Charlie, you alongside Jesus right now.
And this is the woman that we saw what they were sharing.
And they refused to air this, huh?
Yeah, CNN and MSNBC.
CNN and
wouldn't-
MSNBC.
Pull their fucking licenses. I mean, I'm not gonna do the rhetoric. I'm not. But they're not journalists. They're not
Cincy.
news outlets. They're propaganda.
And they thought people were pissed before.
I think her strongest line was, "The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
Yeah,
His
this
name
is
won't
the
be
part.
forgotten and his mission will not end."
Yeah, this is the part that really. So if anybody watched earlier, the governor of Utah, who Charlie Kirk was not generally a fan of, by the way, because he refused to sign bills to ban transgender men and women from sports and things like that, hijacked the press conference announcing the arrest of the assassin and turned it into a everybody needs to get along speech.
I remember that. I heard it. I listened to the whole thing today.
And it sounded, and it's the kumbaya, and it's like Michael Knowles said, it might sound good in theory, but that's not what we need. And what happened tonight with Erica Kirk in the segment we're going to play is she is not going kumbaya. She's going, let's galvanize.
Dude, you can't cry bully me either, okay? You can't just keep punching me in the face and being like, we got to get along, back. We got to get along, back. We got to get along, back. Sooner or later, I'm swinging.
Republicans need to lower the temperature.
Yeah, no, we don't. No, that we didn't raise the temperature. Like, if you set your own house on fire and I happen to be standing outside when you throw the match, you can't look at me and go, "You gonna put that out?" Like, no, I'm not. Fucker.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I will disagree with a lot of even the people on the right saying like we're going to go into these places and we're not going to be afraid and you shouldn't be afraid and you right-wing commentators and conservatives who go to talk to the people should be unafraid. And no, why? Like, no, you can go in there and you can be afraid. Having no fear is an idiot. That's a fool's approach. Like, there are plenty of times I'm afraid. I have courage, so I can deal with it. I can perform under that fear. But like, no, don't tell people that they shouldn't be afraid. You should. These people want you dead. Like, if that's not something to be afraid of, especially when we've watched what they're capable of and what they're willing to do. No, I'm not going to say you shouldn't be afraid. You should. You should still have the courage to do what you need to do, but you should also be smart about it and be ready for it.
Oh, yeah. As an update,
I'm still going to wear the hat in public.
You know how we were talking about the military guys being put on? Hegseth already just discharged a captain from the Marines.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
Good.
not a low rank either.
Nope.
Strip him of the title, too. Like, he's no longer a devil dog. He's not a Marine anymore. Fuck him.
Yep, so here, Erica.
The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination have no idea what they have done. They killed Charlie because he preached a message of patriotism, faith, and of God's merciful love. But they should all know this. If you thought that my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea.
I mean, they basically Obi-Wan'd
You
him.
have no idea what you just have
Yeah.
unleashed across this entire country.
I mean, you
And
made
this
a
world,
martyr.
You have no idea.
We haven't had a real martyr
You
in
have
a
no
long
idea the fire
time.
that you have
Abraham Lincoln.
ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
I don't know how she's even
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd be ready to get in front of a camera
that's
this,
what I mean
this
about
close.
strong.
Amazing Grace, Bojan put something up. Amazing Grace him in central
Yep.
London tonight in honor of Charlie Kirk. He may have been an American loved by America, but Britain and Europe loved him just
Maori
as much.
in New Zealand celebrated him. Koreans were celebrating him.
Yeah.
That Wajahat Ali tweet. That we
No
put up
shit.
earlier.
And then the next comment, which probably is true.
Yeah. Apparently that tweet really pissed off Matt Walsh.
Oh,
He just
good.
replied, "Shut the fuck up."
To who?
That's all he put.
The
Wajahat
Wajahat
Ali
Ali, the one
about
who did
Erica
the stuff
Kirk
about
using her
Erica
husband's death to promote the vehicle of hate, Turning Point USA.
Oh yeah, I mean that is a Mike Tyson situation, right? Y'all got a lot of courage saying whatever the hell you want when you think you won't get punched in the face for it.
I
that
prefer the
Mike
Robert
Tyson?
E. Howard line a whole lot more.
Yeah, that was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said that social media made a lot of
No,
people.
I know the quote was. I
Yeah.
was
That was a
talking
pretty good,
about the impersonation.
Yeah, that was a pretty good impression. I mean, we are used to dealing with
Just
Mad's
teasing you.
impressions. So,
My impressions are better than Mad's. I never worry about it anymore because I know there's one that's worse.
But to get Walsh to say that, yeah, that That takes a bit of rage.
Yeah, I mean, like
Matt
I said,
Walsh has
you don't
been-
get to try and fucking spin this. Sit down, shut up. The adults are in the room now.
Matt Walsh, and this is where I think Matt Walsh said, like, basically made peace with Nick Fuentes. They were like,
Yeah, I don't know about
I'm
bringing
not
that group
no.
in.
No, but I think because Matt Walsh is adopting the circle the wagons.
Enemy of my enemy.
Josh Hammond, as fucked up as that is, yes, I would.
I mean, like what Slender just said with that line, my preferred line, civilized men are more discourteous than savages because they know they can be impolite without having their skull split as a general thing.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite Mike Tyson is, I want to eat his children. Praise be Allah.
I'm a grape you till you love me, faggot. Mike Tyson says some fucked up shit.
I feel like all right.
I
So
want to make his children orphans. You know they have a mother. I imagine she would die of grief.
So-
Tyson was a weird dude.
That was
Tyson-
a
Jared
weird
Tatum.
dude.
That wasn't Tyson. That was the Simpsons character.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
which was basically
That's
Which
true.
was based on Mike
the
Tyson.
parody
at the
Based
time
on
he was
him,
saying
yeah.
some crazy shit, but it's that. Yeah, that. I don't
Sometimes
think
I
that
mix
was a
them
Mike-
up.
I don't think that was a Mike Tyson line.
I could have been.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, that.
Oh, I heard that,
I
and
have to
that one
actually
threw
see
me
this.
for a loop when Ben Shapiro was like,
Oh.
fuck you.
That didn't throw me for a loop. He won't do it on a stream, but back in like when I was
He said it.
When I was
he
at the
said it
higher
on a...
tier.
Yeah.
backstage, he cusses like a sailor all the time, and he admits to it. When
Really?
you go
My
to his like
people.
all accesses, he cusses like a sailor. He just does not do it on actual live streams. He's kind of like me. It's rare,
You see,
Damn.
Gutfeld let one rip,
Sounds like
Oh,
my
yeah.
people then.
and they didn't censor it.
and they didn't censor it. Gutfeld flat out said, "Fuck you."
They censored something else he said in that same thing, though, and I don't remember what it was, and I was like, you're not censoring fuck you, but you're censoring that?
I don't think it's a grift necessarily from Shapiro, Eric. Shapiro was doing the college campus thing a long time ago. That he rose up the same way.
Shapiro did it like was kind of did the
Him
same
Yeah,
and Crowder.
I don't view Shapiro as a grifter. I disagree with a lot of the stuff he says, but I think he truly believes it, and I think he's
I
got the
just
right
generally
values.
Don't like him as a person.
I think
He's
That's
he's
a
kind of a
take, but that
grating
doesn't make it a
personality.
so. This is
I
an
don't
example
hate
of
him. I just don't like him.
anyway. So if you guys have ever watched Shark Tank, you may have, you may not. Sometimes when a guy who's selling like clothes goes up there, the investor guys will say, "What's to stop me from doing exactly what you do, but doing it better and cheaper?" And they'll come up with like humada humada hum. Ben Shapiro, I think, predated Charlie Kirk doing that stuff.
Yeah.
But what
So
Ben
did Crowder, so
but
did
it was,
Walsh.
yeah, they all kind of did it, but Charlie Kirk did it
Perfected
better. There was something innate about Charlie Kirk, like where when he's doing it, number one, he always seemed to be doing it with a smile on his face and good natured and happy. Whereas, and this is no knock on Ben Shapiro, he didn't. Sometimes he was sounded like the guy from the Micro Machine commercials. He was trying to get so many points out
Right.
that it, like whereas,
Well, Ben Shapiro one is a fast talker.
Yeah,
But what he would do is he would hit hard back and get the viral moment.
Yeah,
I mean,
and two,
we all remember
as far
all
as
the-
Ben
all the
Shapiro's
old viral
show
moments.
goes, right, like the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro show, it's very formulaic. There's a lot of ad reads. It's obvious, like he's doing it for money, and I'm
Well, that's
not.
the Daily Wire.
Yeah, I'm not faulting him for that at all. But
If we had
Anyone
the ability
who's
to do
watched a
ad
lot of
reads,
Charlie
I'd
Kirk-
be doing them.
yeah, anyone who's watched a lot of Charlie Kirk and a lot of Ben Shapiro, though, like Charlie Kirk just felt more authentic. Like it's more natural, it's more unscripted. It's just
that's
got a
why
better
we
flow
said-
to it.
That's why we said he was the best of us.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the one who could actually connect to people.
You guys know how I feel about certain things, but I'd sit down and have a beer with him.
Charlie Kirk? That's surprising. I didn't think
you'd
you
sit
you
down
wanted to
and
be
have a
around us
beer,
Christians.
He'd probably have a drink of water.
Yeah, he doesn't drink.
To each their own. I mean, But you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. He's the
Yeah,
type of
hang out,
person
shoot
you
the
might
shit.
want to actually hang
Yeah.
with.
The
Yeah.
thing with Charlie Kirk would be he was as
He'd get the same
devoted.
warning everybody else does. Don't preach to me. And we'll be
No,
fine.
but this is the thing about Charlie Kirk. He was genuinely as devoted to Jesus as anybody you probably ever meet in this world. But he never, and even though he would continually talk about what he believed
faith.
and is his faith, even when he was talking to people who were
Well, yeah,
absolutely
that's kind of my point.
abhorrent.
It was his faith, and he never said my faith
He-
needs to
yeah.
be yours.
So
And he
that's
didn't
a-
argue from
yeah.
faith. He argued from reason, but also made it known that he had faith.
Right.
And he was
again, why I
earnest
don't
in
have a
all of
problem
it.
with him in that regard.
And that ties back to what I said at the beginning. He really represented the best of us in terms of, like, he was faithful and he was trying to get people to be more faithful in what he believed would save them, but he was never forceful or arrogant or preachy about it in a way where someone would feel like they're being forced. Like, you know, you listen to somebody like Joel Osteen, you think you're going to get your pocket picked. That's what he's doing when he's talking.
Yeah.
When you listen to Charlie Kirk, you believe he genuinely wants you to have a good life. And these are the ways he thinks you could probably do it, so that's what he's trying to help you do.
And his wife said it tonight. He genuinely wanted people to, you know, get married young, have families, bring back the American family. There was
At the
I
very
keep
least,
trying-
stop demonizing it and stop telling people that's not what they want and it's going to hold them back. Dude, that's... Oh.
I keep trying, for the past couple days, I've been trying to explain to people who really didn't ever watch Charlie Kirk just how important a figure he was to all the younger generations.
Yeah, he met them
He
on their level.
literally converted them over to our side.
He was one of
Because
the first-
nobody else was going out and doing that,
Well,
where
the
they
other
were
thing, too-
having a talk with people. Even when Shapiro and Crowder were doing it, they were making points. They weren't trying to get people to actually come over to our side.
I also think too that Charlie Kirk was a little bit closer to their age bracket.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
only 31.
Yes, so that also helps a lot.
He was part of their generation.
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't
But I
some
mean,
old man.
Walsh is only like 36 or 37. Shapiro,
Yeah,
I
but
think,
Walsh
38.
is a theater dork.
Walsh also acts like he's my age. And
Or
I
no,
act
not
like
Walsh.
his-
I'm thinking of the other guy, aren't I?
Michael Knowles.
Michael Knowles. Michael Knowles is a theater dork. Like, Walsh is like
But
you.
that's the
He was
thing
born
is-
at 47.
Walsh may Matt Walsh may only be a few years older, but he acts a whole lot older and a whole lot stodgier.
Yeah.
He's younger than all of us by
Yeah.
quite a bit.
And he acts like he's closer to my age than I do.
Yeah.
That's what you got to say about me, too.
To a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all of us. I mean, same thing.
I mean, I'm forever young
Okay, Rod Stewart.
because I want to be forever young.
Yeah. You say that. Keep saying that.
I'd rather not.
You know, some demons do come when you call them.
I mean, I just wish my shoulder would be a little younger at this point.
Slender?
I know.
All right.
We're not going to go whose shoulder hurts more tonight.
Actually, mine's actually not doing too bad.
All right.
Tina likes Knowles.
oh,
I like Knowles, too.
I
love
like
all the
Knowles
guys.
as well. I do. I like them all. I just think,
I think a lot
like,
of people-
especially the Daily Wire crew, like they're all weird.
The thing a lot of people need to remember is there are people out there in the world, like us, we will say something like, he's a theater dork, but still like the person.
Yeah, I was a theater dork in high school.
Trust me when I say this, and everybody on the panel will go, yup. When we're gaming by ourselves, not on stream, we torture each other. Am
Not
I
me,
wrong?
I'm nice to everybody.
No, you're not wrong.
all right. I
You
think,
guys were fucked up when we were playing GTFO last night, though. We walk into that room and you're like, "Hey, there's 3 of them down there. Go get them, Slender." What? I
turned
gotta
into
go
point-
down there?
Yes, you turned into the point man because you had the sharp, pokey stick.
So here's I think it's time. I think we're ready to transition to other topics.
Yes,
I think.
please.
Do you have to say transition?
There you go. We'll shift over. This is the
Why?
stupidest thing I've ever seen, and I don't.
Oh
have
my
any idea
God,
why
no.
Nintendo's doing it.
Didn't that
I
thing
worked
make
at a so-
people actually go blind? for a
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a couple cases of that. There was a lot of cases of people getting nauseous, getting headaches. I worked at a software etc. when this fucking thing came out. There's
Yeah.
3 we had in the store were the same 3 we got at launch.
while? And the one display model that
Yes,
people
and the one
would
display model.
pretend that they
None
could
of
actually
it
do anything
sold.
with.
And again, anecdotal, my fucking medium-sized town.
Did they
No
figure
one-
out how to make one that doesn't burn your retinas?
I would imagine.
I think now that the way this one works is you actually undock the Switch, and it has a dock for the Switch. Let me see if it.
Oh, so you basically just put the Switch in there and press it up against your face?
Well,
Yeah.
That's like, an LED screen isn't going to do any damage. Nah, it's fine.
This
God,
plane.
what is wrong with Nintendo now?
Isn't a Virtual
why not
Boy
just-
something? Sorry, isn't
Dude,
a
this
Virtual
isn't
Boy,
the worst thing Nintendo did this week, but we'll get to that.
Isn't it a Virtual Boy something a Democrat would pay to watch online?
That's,
Like-
oh boy.
And you
Yeah.
guys
Why
were
not just
worried
do
about
a
me.
VR helmet?
70s, your jokes, man. Come on now.
No, it's not just him. It's a Scotsman thing. I've been watching this guy on YouTube that does a lot of retrospective on games. He's a Scottish guy. I'm like, wow, this sounds like 70s. That's fucking frightening. It
Well,
is a
we're all
Scotsman-
the
No,
same.
Kilechioki, you're not. You
There's only
are.
actually one of us in reality.
You are
There's-
spot on. Nintendo does just suck now.
I gave up Nintendo after, I think, the GameCube.
I know a lot of
yeah.
people are still singing the praises of whatever the new Donkey Kong is or whatever, but I just can't bring myself to buy Nintendo products anymore.
My suggestion is this, and you can cut this if you want. There's
How are we gonna cut something that happens live, Imp?
Do it live.
Cutting now.
If you really want to have, I'll just use this in a vague term, your childhood memories back, there are ways to have a collection again,
Yeah.
and it's not hard to do.
You can try to emulate, but Nintendo will find you.
No, they won't.
I haven't
They'll
found that.
Try.
They'll try.
So I found.
But
just got
I
the
have all
live
the
feed.
physical copies right here, so they even
Yeah,
if
like I
they
said
found
earlier.
me emulating, they really can't say much because the games are
Yeah.
right there.
They tried pulling that, and judges were like, no, they can do
Are you
that.
I
sure
would have
we're all-
liked to play Breath of the Wild, but I went from N64 to PS2.
That was
Oh,
a
Okay, well,
surprise.
this was well after the PS2.
Yeah.
Are you sure we're allowed to talk about Nintendo without getting sued?
I mean, you put their logo up there already, so at this point we're fucked either way.
This might be the most retarded thing I've seen in gaming in the last umpteen years. To bring this, piece
I
of
mean, the
shit
music's
back.
pretty awesome,
You know
right?
what's even crazier is people originally thought they were
Virtual
bringing
Boy.
Rob back.
The robot.
Yeah.
For
Dude,
Gyro
I
Knight.
would have loved to get Rob back.
For what? He had like 2 games that he actually
Right, but
worked
I would
with.
imagine
Yeah,
with
but he
this
was
era,
cool.
at this
That's
era
as
of
dumb as
technology,
bringing back the Power Glove.
Yeah, but he looks like Wally.
with the technology where it's at nowadays, they probably could have gotten it to do more. Would they? Who the fuck knows?
I don't know. I got that thing for Christmas and then took it back like 2 days later. The Power Glove was such a piece of crap.
But can we move on to the thing that actually Nintendo did this week that is the
Wait,
worst?
no, but-
Stereoscopic
They're-
3D.
They are bringing. It's still in red. They're still gonna do it in the bullshit.
Yeah, they're
red.
gonna try and match it.
They're gonna emulate it. Is what they're gonna do.
Well, this
Yeah.
is just the emulated
While
games. That's why
playing
they
on
said there's
Nintendo
only
Switch
14
2
games.
and
That's all it
Nintendo
was
Switch.
for the system. Period.
Yeah.
In order to play, you'll need this dedicated accessory.
Yeah, and that's probably gonna be like $100 minimum.
You have to buy their. They're like, fuck it. We still have Virtual Boys in that factory. Yeah,
Take the
repurpose
guts
them.
out. And
Get the
repurpose
dust off
shells.
them.
Put them on a tripod.
No, they came with a tripod.
Nintendo's
Of course,
like,
we still have Virtual Boys in the factory. We never sold any of the fucking things.
So
Oh my God, this is
Nintendo's
gonna
like,
be-
we're a 200-year-old company. We we have perspective on selling things later. We never give up. It's like we're gonna bring light guns back. God damn it! It's so
This
bad.
recreates the form of the original
Oh
virtual.
wait, no, it said made in China, so it's not original. The originals weren't made in China.
Whatever, they probably sent them over to China to
Boy
repurpose
hardware
them.
by inserting
That's
a
true.
console to play. Both
Oh, of course. Look, it supports the regular Switch as well, so you can buy this massively expensive, stupid accessory with either
It's
system.
gonna be $100 minimum.
Yeah.
Because
$100 for some 3D printed plastic.
And remember that cardboard thing that they put out a few years back for the Switch?
Yeah.
That was like $100 almost. I mean, true, it was also almost the equivalent of like a there's I can't remember what it was called. Remember you saw it at Radio Shack, but it's kind of like a Raspberry Pi. Like it was like a programmable board.
I'm just wondering who is going to pay money.
Dude, awesome one. Don't you shit on kaleidoscopes.
You have to buy the accessory. You have to buy the expansion, like online subscription to get it. And this is the level of gaming you're getting emulated for it. Why in God's name are you doing it?
Hey, Nintendo, when people said they wanted to be able to play your old games on the current hardware, this isn't what they meant.
Eric, this better
What
have
old
some
games are
serious
they
cool
talking
lighting
about?
play
Find
this.
our worst old games.
I mean, I was saying this to somebody the other night. Part of the problem is licensing, yes, for a lot of the titles we consider classic NES titles. Mega Man, Ghosts and Goblins, Castlevania. Yeah,
those are
Nintendo.
Capcom, Konami.
Yeah, so there's licensing issues there, but there's a lot of games that Nintendo themselves published that they have the rights to that haven't been seen since their original platforms, but they keep reissuing digital versions of the same games over and over and over for every fucking platform.
And the mini Nintendo and the SNES Mini.
Yeah, I will say
just the same games that are always on the system's
they gave
emulation store.
with both of those, they gave a very nice selection of what the console offered, in my opinion. But if you also need somebody who knows anything about tech and knows how to fucking read, you can
I
add
already
more to
took
what's on
care
there.
of all of them.
So
it was easy to have the whole
I think those were
NES
also
collection
more
on there.
Yeah, I think it was more to appeal to normie non-gamers who, when they were kids, because when I was a kid,
and it was
everybody
also
played
because it
fucking
could work
Nintendo.
through an HDMI on an actual,
but
current day
it was
TV.
just an easy plug and play thing. Honestly, for a lot of it was nostalgia, to get those people who aren't modern day gamers but gamed when they were kids and teenagers. Oh, hey, I remember that game. You know what? Oh, yeah. Oh, what? That's it. Everything I want's right there. Boom. Let me just, they weren't hyper expensive.
Nope, $100.
Yeah. So it was one.
I've got one of each.
Yeah. I think that's what that was geared more for.
But the funny thing about this, though, is like if you've got a PlayStation VR helmet, you can just plug your Switch into it and have a 100-foot screen in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
That thing works with everything.
Yep.
You can watch a movie like you're sitting in a theater in your VR helmet. So this thing is such a down... I mean, they should have just done a VR helmet that could also do the Virtual Boy stuff.
They're trying to capitalize on nostalgia, but nobody has nostalgia for the Virtual Boy.
No.
Nobody had it. Nobody cared. Most of the people bypassed even trying the demo in the store because it was such a pain in the butt.
You know what this is? This is a
Dude, I tried to demo one of those in the store. They never fucking worked.
I think this move is Nintendo's "we're the biggest dick in the room when it comes to consoles, and we can make you buy anything" move.
I mean, they can try, but the other problem that we have with all these, right, is, and this was the problem I had before, in order for me to actually use the Virtual Boy in the first place, I had to take my glasses off. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't see shit.
He needs his glasses.
I need my glasses. I can't see without my glasses.
Exactly.
So I predict the Virtual Boy is gonna fail miserably.
It's
like
going to do huge numbers.
No, it's
Fuck
not.
off. No, it's not.
You know the meme that shows the Sesame Street character, the Muppet, just raising its hand and just saying "burn it all"?
Yeah.
I'm really getting to that point when it comes to gaming.
Mr. Tickle Trunks avatar sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not getting to that point when it comes to gaming because we got like Silk Song, we got Expedition 33.
I've got so much backlogged right now. It's
I've
crazy.
got a pretty hefty backlog of games that I need to
backlog and a nice emulator setup.
But I'll tell you what, none of them are AAA.
No. Hey, look at all the stuff Slender, you may have talked about. Look at all the stuff we've talked about for spooky season.
Yeah, we've got a whole.
Is there a single AAA game on there? No, there's at best a AA.
There is one AAA game on there. We did talk about it, but it's going to be a solo stream for me, which is Silent Hill F.
Right.
The feminist one, the lesbian game.
No.
It's a feminist game. So that's what the F stands for. Silent Hill Feminist.
Have you seen the trailer for that 70s?
Yeah, no.
It's a Japanese feminism though. It's different.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it's going to be rather disturbing, which is
It's going to be very
Because it's
disturbing.
about the
It's a
experience
Silent
of-
Hill game.
It's, according to the developer, about the experience of Japanese women in the 1960s and 70s struggling for freedom and independence.
Okay. I'm fine with that. It looks good.
Whilst dressed as a schoolgirl.
yes, and having horrific things chasing you around.
Or half dressed as a schoolgirl from some of those scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised that Nintendo, and I guess it's just old mentality of Nintendo, that they're putting that Fatal Frame 2 remake on the Switch, because that story's kind of fucked up.
Dude, Fatal Frame was actually like that was kind of a breakout hit when they
was an
made that
interesting
game.
game.
It was a great game, but the stories and all of them, they're all kind of fucked up.
Well,
The
Like,
interesting
really?
thing about Fatal
it's
Frame,
Japan, man. When shit takes place in Japan, it's kind of fucked up.
I have noticed that over the years with a lot of the anime I've watched and such. Japanese horror is like, wow, holy
Yeah.
shit.
did you ever notice how similar Fatal Frame was to like Kingsfield though, and its art style and all that kind of stuff, or
little bit.
Tecmo's Deception? Did you guys ever play Tecmo's Deception?
I did, yeah.
I did
that
not.
game.
One of them.
Deception was one of the funnest games to play.
Yeah, you were the bad guy, and you put traps in your castle to stop.
And then you
adventurers.
lured people into the traps and had to trip the traps, and then you either took their soul or took their life.
And here's the funny thing, right? Did you guys know this? Fatal Frame, right? The house that it takes place in? That's
Luigi's
a real
Mansion?
haunted house in Japan.
Yeah.
And they actually went there to get a whole bunch of footage and take pictures and try and...
And you know what they did too? They did it during the day.
And they did it during the day. But the batteries kept draining on all the cameras. They kept having a bunch of fucking technical issues. Shit didn't want to work. I think a couple people got like mild injuries while they were trying to collect all this footage.
Sounds like the filming of Nefarious.
It was kind of crazy when I was reading about the making of Fatal Frame. That game was cursed.
Fun game though.
Really good and a really neat, interesting concept.
So what did Nintendo do that you're all pissed off about?
Nintendo has patented summoning mechanics.
How
Like all of them.
How's that going to work with Squeenix?
How's it gonna
I
work with
don't
a lot
know,
of
but
companies?
America rubber stamped the patent. They gave it to them.
That's not
going
gonna
to
hold up. No, that's not going to hold up. There's going to be something that happens that, like, Blizzard has summoning mechanics, and
I mean, Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest, Final
Blizzard has
Fantasy
summoning
all did it
mechanics. Square
on their
Enix
oldest
has
system.
summoning mechanics. I mean, you could argue that a
Every-
boy in his blob had summoning mechanics.
Yeah.
every single game company that's out there that's been around for the past decade or more has some sort of summoning mechanic in one of their games.
Dude, and
Especially
Nintendo,
if
I'm
it's
sorry,
an
you
RPG
didn't
of any kind.
invent summoning. Summoning has been around since before video games as a concept in
That would be the pagans.
Dungeons and Dragons. Pagans. The Bible would like a word because I don't know if you know this, but Ezekiel summoned some crazy shit. like a tornado made of fire with 4 animal heads spinning around on top of it or some shit.
I will say some of the iconography in the Old Testament makes me go, that's kind of fucking cool.
If you ever look at the actual description of some of the angels,
Yeah, angels,
Yes.
they can take
Angels are
human
not-
form, but they when they're not in human form, they're terrifying.
You're kind of looking at some sort of Lovecraftian shit at that point.
Yeah.
well, you're looking at something that I'm not sure we can comprehend.
Oh yeah, it's three
Again,
three
Lovecraftian
concentric rings
Yeah.
spinning around each other, covered in eyes with 9 wings coming off of them.
Yeah.
When I say Lovecraftian shit, I just don't mean like squid-headed monstrosities and things like that. Things that we have no comprehension of.
Yeah. Ezekiel summoned things.
Yes, Nintendo doing. I don't know. This is not going to go well for them. I don't think.
What is
Yeah,
the
it-
point?
Ezekiel summoned things.
They're trying to fight off Pal World. Pal World kicked them. In
It
the
is
balls.
to get Pal World.
Yes.
And basically, so now anything that Pal World does, they're trying to race to get the patent for anything that they saw
So
in
they can
Pal
shut the
World that
game
they
down.
don't like, because they're trying to kill that game because it was a threat. Then they realized it was a bigger threat than they thought it was. Then Sony was like, "Hey, we'll partner up with you, Pal World, and we'll make the next big thing that can go toe to toe with Pokemon." Mm-hmm. And so once Sony got involved, Nintendo went all hands on deck, general quarters,
plug up their ass. Like,
Yeah.
no, we need.
It seems
we
like
need to
that patent would have to have been limited to something like throwing a ball to capture or release a creature.
Oh, they
Not
tried
just
that one too.
Summoning.
They tried that too. They changed because.
But how do you get it for summoning? That doesn't. It's not
Dude,
computing.
They already tried to patent mount mechanics.
Yes.
Like riding anything is also invented by Nintendo.
That's the thing is someone might have rubber stamped the approval, but as soon as enough companies bring it to court, someone's going to look at that and be like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?"
Again,
mean-
that's where I get back to the why. I get that they're trying to
because
go
our
against
fucking-
Pal World, but it's not going to. I mean, this is
Because
not going
they-
to stand. So
they're-
what's
Yeah,
the-
but
Japanese-
Pal
here's the
World
thing.
is a tiny company, so if you manage to push one of those patents through and get Pal World to have to take this thing to court in America as well, now Pal World has to spend twice the money they're already spending on their legal defense because they're defending against
not just
Nintendo in
that.
Japan
There's another aspect
and
that-
America.
there's another
And
aspect-
Nintendo can afford it.
Yes. There's another aspect too that people don't want to seem to bring up. They're a Japanese company.
Yeah.
They just got kicked in the balls publicly
Yeah.
because you had people who played Pal World. And
Their
compared
honor
to
hath
most-
been besmirched.
People were saying they thought if Nintendo kept putting out the shit games that were the current Pokemon, they were glad they had an alternative.
Yeah.
People were saying like, "This is what the new Pokemon. Why can't Nintendo do this?" Mm-hmm. And
I
instead
played
of
Pal
sitting
World.
there-
I love that game.
And and instead of Nintendo going, "Oh shit, okay, we need to try to innovate," no, they doubled down. And I think another Pokemon game came out after Pal World, and people were like, "What the fuck is this garbage?"
Well, and amazingly, like the graphics in every Pokemon game seem to be getting progressively worse since they made the leap to 3D.
Not that I really haven't played any Pokemon game, but even I've seen screenshots. I'm like, how are things getting worse?
I don't play them, but both of my sons are huge Pokemon fans, so
That
they've
was
they've
well
played
after
all the
my time.
games. They trade the cards. They love that shit.
I mean, at the same time I was working at Software Etc., the Chin Pokemon South Park episode came out.
I remember that one.
The most maddening aspect of my day at that point was every fucking tween and younger calling every day, asking if we had gotten our shipment of Pokemon cards in. Every day, even though we tell them, no, it's coming on Friday. And this was on a Monday. They'd still called Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Just
Yeah,
to see.
I don't know. The Pokemon thing just missed me. Like,
Pokemon
I
is
had a
far
lot of
better
friends who got into Pokemon, and I was like, we're in high school. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why? Like, I said the same thing to because I had some friends who got into Pokemon, and I had some friends who got into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and for both of those, I was like, we're in high school. Like, I think
Pokemon.
Power Rangers came out when I was in like 7th or 8th grade, but even then, I was a little. It wasn't really working for me because I was
Yeah,
just
I was
like,
in high,
eh.
I believe, I want to say, I'm pretty sure I was in high school when that came out. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in high school. Well, yeah, we were in high school for Pokemon, Digimon, all of the Mon.
I was
crap.
out of high school.
You
for
were out.
Mons.
Yeah.
And but the thing too, there's been other games like Pokemon that have come from Japan. Digimon being one. There was another one that got a little big called Yokai Watch.
Well, even the name of
they
the
were
show, there was a canceled American cartoon well before Pokemon ever came into existence called Pocket Monsters.
Yep. So, but if you notice that those other games, they are so distinct in certain ways.
Yeah.
Digimon's got the whole cybernetic theme going on, and Yokai Watch, they were all creatures from Japanese folklore.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So Nintendo didn't give a shit about that. There's been other games.
Well, Nintendo can't do anything about Pal World either because they're all legally distinct. Like, you can't just because it looks like a Pokemon say that, oh, well, they stole it. No. Everybody draws all sorts of their own Pokemon these days. Pokemon is a household name, you know?
Yeah.
You don't get to say you have the patent on the art style, fucker.
Well, then I'm sure you've seen the comparison from the Dragon Quest monsters that.
Yeah,
Toriyama
like
designed.
Zubat.
Yeah, there's a lot of them like, hey, they're not 1-to-1, but they're pretty fucking close.
But basically.
And there are a couple like, hey, that is 1 to what the fuck?
Well, like the bat in Pokemon, it's like you made Zubat with a tail.
So your list, Slender?
Or you made the bat from my list. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think some of these timelines are going to be sped up.
I think so. And
You know who I
Nintendo
think's-
might actually hit the 2035 margin.
You do. I'm pretty sure they were on your list. I would speed up the timeline of both Bethesda and Bungie.
Well, Nintendo wasn't on my list. I did not think Nintendo was gonna be one of the companies that didn't make it through the crash. But the last year, they're looking like they're gonna land on the 25 slot, or the 35 slot rather.
Yeah, I would speed up both Bethesda and Bungie.
You think they're I mean, they're already
Bungie's
on my
kinda-
not gonna see 2030 list.
Bungie may not see 2027. Sony's
always
already
hope.
talked.
Oh yeah, Sony's already prepping to fold them up into company proper and lay
Yeah.
most of them off.
Yep, because their the thing they had coming out, their next big thing, indefinitely postponed. So in other words,
That's
canceled.
the one they stole all the art for?
Yes. And if you go and look at the player count for Destiny 2, it's not good.
Abysmal.
Dude, Destiny 2 is dead.
And they have
my
nothing else.
sons were into that too. That was one of their favorite games, and apparently it's just been getting worse and worse and worse, and it's dead now.
Yes.
So repetitive.
I couldn't do it. Like I played it with my oldest when it first came out. We got it. We played it for like a solid 12 hours and beat the whole thing. And then I was like, okay, so what do we do now? He's like, well, we could do these
Fire
cool
teams
end game
or
things.
whatever.
Yeah, the fire teams. And so we did like fire teams for another hour or two. And I'm like, we already did this one. We
That's
already
how I
did this
started
one
to
too. We
That's how
already
I
did
started
this
to
one
feel
too.
About Helldivers. It was just we're doing the same mission.
He's like, well, there's only 4 fire team, missions that you can do. And I'm like, that's fucking it. So what do we do now? He's like, well, we just keep doing them until we get a
just
whole bunch
keep
of light.
replaying and hoping that we get better loot.
There was
it's
more
Diablo,
stuff to
it's all of them.
Hold on, there was more stuff to do. I played Destiny
Yeah, but
for
if
years.
Slender's talking base vanilla Destiny 1.
Yeah, I'm talking the original
was
Destiny 2
the
on
end
release
game-
had
the end
fucking
game for-
nothing.
Are you talking? before they even entered, before
Yes.
Vault of Glass came out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We bought the game on release day, and we had finished it on that Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vanilla Destiny
Like there
1
was fucking
really
nothing
garbage.
to do
Yeah,
at
I
that
think
point.
it was roughly if you knew how to run a first person shooter pretty good, you're talking about a 6-hour gameplay loop
Yeah.
to get done.
Yeah,
with the
that's
story.
it. That's it.
Then
So,
after that,
but
then there's
Vanilla
the end
Destiny
game
good
1
voice
mechanics.
acting.
was pathetic.
Well,
Well,
and
not
in the,
originally. Did you
in
ever
the
hear,
original release of Destiny 2, there
Peter
were
Dinklage?
4 fire team missions you could do, and that was all the end game content. There were no raids.
I like Dinklage in it.
Yeah, I'm glad they replaced him though. That which came from the moon. There was the weekly nightmare mission. There was
That wasn't
your
in at launch.
Yeah, that wasn't in at launch either.
No. Launch
It's
end game
been-
for both Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 was very, very bare bones for the
Destiny
first,
1. All right, so
or
Destiny
3
1
weeks.
really became a great game when
Taken
they
King.
finally released Taken King.
which was
and you-
2 years after, I think.
Yeah. But once you had Taken King along with all the other stuff out, it became a very sound. And
Yeah,
then
but
the
here's the thing, and I play MMOs, and I'm saying this: a game like that shouldn't do that. If you're not going to release a base game, like when WoW releases an expansion, if you're a casual player, you're not going to go through and do everything in 6 to 12 hours. You're not. And yes, they have patches. You're not paying for them when they add the content. Unlike Destiny and Destiny 2, every time they wanted to add significant content, open your wallets, boys.
Yeah. And then apparently they're like, and now we're going to a free to play model.
Yeah.
But fuck all you people who already bought everything we charged you out the ass for.
No, so before they even went to free to play,
put
they
the
started
fucking
sunsetting
microtransactions.
things.
Yeah, the sunsetting pistol.
That was what that's where Destiny broke me. It was like, you assholes. I paid because I loved Destiny. I thought it was, for me, for my opinion, the mechanics, and this is one thing Bungie's
So it's
always
almost
done
like
well.
they made you pay for access to content, and then they took that content away later.
Yeah, and that's when I was done with
No,
it.
later.
Like,
They just took it away.
yeah, they just deleted it. Like,
Yeah,
Mars deleted.
Yeah.
Deleted. That you couldn't go
it's
there
like
anymore.
The two planets that they added with the first two DLCs for Destiny 2, they sunsetted. They just cut them off the map. And their excuse was, well, we don't have room on the map to...
Which
add
is
more.
bullshit.
Yeah, you don't have to do.
And then
That's
somebody
because
said, somebody actually said this. They're like, what are you, Blizzard in 2005?
Right.
Because that's why they went to Outlands as the first expansion. The tech at the time for them, they couldn't add any more shit to the world map. So they just had to create a whole second world map.
All right, you and Chad keep talking about Destiny. I need another beverage.
Yeah, so yeah, they did just release a mobile gacha game version of Destiny, which is stupid. Like, where you have to draw for characters, and once you're doing that, you're not a real game. But I mean, for years I stood my ground on the fact that Destiny mechanically was one of the best first-person shooters to just pick up and be able to play.
Oh yeah, the game mechanics were the gunplay.
The gunplay was so good. Like,
and Eric
especially
Myers, none of us are saying anything bad about repetitive games. Brahma
Yeah.
likes his action RPGs. I like my MMOs. I like WoW. Well, classic.
I
WoW
mean,
mostly.
I played the shit out of Destiny for a long
Chad
time.
and Slender have played survival games, as is Brahma. You know, there's a level of this is okay repetitive and you don't mind it, but when it becomes the entire gameplay loop, is when it's like, are you kidding me?
And it's
When you log into a game and you go, oh man, I got to do all that. When you doing things in game feels like a chore, it's a problem.
It's like the reason Diablo 2 is so loved is because it was random generated, stuff. So it
that
didn't
was the
feel
thing.
like the exact same
So
thing
when they
every time.
when they released Destiny 2, they fucked up because they tried to make it very accessible.
Yeah.
And so what kept the grind worthwhile once they put out Taken King was you'd get the random rolls on your gear, and you'd be seeking, like, it motivated you. You really wanted, like, I wanted my best roll, my god tier roll on my marksman rifle or whatever. And but a lot of normie gamers complained. They're like, we don't have time to play all that stuff and keep doing the loops. So they tried to dumb it down. And then they lost the hardcore gamers because they're like, we don't like this. Because if you don't have a lot of end game content and there's nothing that motivates you to push through the grind to reward you, what's the point? So they ran into that, and then they kept doing stupid stuff where, like, they sunset worlds and content that you had, and this was content, by the way, that was DLC. There was DLC that you had paid for.
They just said goodbye.
That they said that they just wiped off your screen.
And they turn around like, oh well, here we'll give you like some currency that normally you'd have to pay for, but they'd give you like $5.
They'd give you like 200 silver, which is nothing.
Yeah, which is like $5.
It was enough for a shader. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like,
I
no.
mean, and what I just said about going to play a game and the game becoming a chore with everything you have to do before you can do what you want. There's like 2 different expansions for WoW. World of Warcraft ran into that where game felt like a goddamn fucking chore with everything you had to do to keep up with your power level.
Yes.
And it was just like people got fed up with it because it wasn't fun anymore. You had to log in beginning of the week. You had your dailies, weeklies, PvP dailies, PvP weeklies, dungeon dailies, dungeon weeklies, world quests,
and reputation.
raids, everything. And it just reset every week. And
regrind reputation on each character.
Yes. Although that's not really that big of a deal. That's always been a thing.
It was a lot better once they made it account wide.
Oh,
Or did they take that back?
No, everything's still account-wide that they made account-wide. Mounts, reps, all that stuff. Which, yeah, I absolutely agree with. But they learned real quick when their player count dropped significantly and people were citing that, logging into the game and only to make you feel like I had logged into work. It's not fun anymore. They changed it.
Yeah, it feels more like a mobile game with energy.
Okay, I'm back. I wanted to add something. So back to Imp's comment on gameplay loops and how I really like the survival games. There's a reason. It actually works really well for me, and I think some of these games that suck so bad, it's because they only have one loop, right? Yeah. Like, I can spend 12 hours building a base. But every 2 or 3 hours, I start to get bored, so I go on adventures. I go gather materials. I go do something else. And then I come back, and you'll see me run around the base building shit for the next 2 or 3 hours. Because there's 2 loops there. I can engage with either of them. If I get bored with one, I don't have to stop playing. I just go do something else.
Well, again, I think that's also what led to a lot more people ending up playing and liking Elden Ring over, like, say, Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dark Souls, they're a lot more open than some people give them credit for, but at the same time, they are linear for progression.
Dark Souls stopped me at Ornstein and Smog, and I ended up taking a 6-month break before I came back and finished that game.
Taking a long-term break from the game, going and grinding your nuts off somewhere.
Yeah.
Or starting a new character to see if you can do better with a different class.
Yeah, see if I can do a better build. But like,
Elden Ring opened everything up. It's like, oh, this boss is kicking my ass. Well, I haven't explored over there yet.
Yeah, I'll go do something else.
Yeah.
And they taught you right off the bat with the Tree Sentinel. It was like, okay,
and it's got to be a different thing too, though.
Thing.
It's got to be something that's at least a little different. Like,
no, I'm gonna go get some.
This was my problem with Destiny, right? It's like, well, I could go shoot people here, or I could go shoot people here, or I could go shoot people here. I'm not changing anything.
No, a lot of people.
But the background.
A lot of people have brought that up over the years, that their mission structures, once you got done with the main campaign,
it's the same reason Helldivers 2 didn't hold me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you've slightly changed
You change which thing you're killing,
yeah,
and you slightly change the missions. But, I mean...
But at the end of the day, it's the same thing. Go in, shoot a whole bunch of stuff, hit a couple of points along the way, extract. Like...
Davina, is that because you're hitting a point where a lot of, like, the dungeons and such are very large, or is there just a lot of overall mechanics that are bogging it down? I've played it a little bit. I didn't find it to be sloggy, but I didn't get very far.
Well, and it's Pathfinder, right? So it's built on the Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's going to be crunchier for sure.
It's built on that crunchy Pathfinder style of tabletop mechanics.
Lots of numbers, lots of mechanics.
So it might be the kind of character you're playing too. It might be the build.
I'm just kind of curious because I've played it and I didn't really get that far into it, but I didn't encounter that. So maybe I'm just kind of curious if it's where you're at in the game and things are just becoming that more expansive.
Like, my problem with Pathfinder is I always play a ranger, and rangers suck.
Yeah, well.
But if you decide, hey, fuck playing a ranger, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play a rogue, and I'm gonna just fucking go full on stealth killer.
I thought you were gonna say mage, so you can just become a pyromancer and burn it all down.
I mean, that's an option too. That's how I beat Baldur's Gate, right? Like, let me save. Open the door. Oh, yeah, there's a fuck ton of guys in there. Let me reload. I'm going to put this guy here. I'm going to put my wizard right there. Open the door. Fire in the fireball. Close the door.
Okay. No, Davina, I can see all that. Fair enough.
Yeah. It is a tricky balance trying to make a Pathfinder or D&D type game not have some doldrums here and there.
Yeah.
They're not going to be action-packed from start to finish.
They're actually, I don't know how much they're remaking it, but there was a late 90s, early 2000s, probably closer to late 90s really, D&D game that came out. It's right around the time when 3rd edition came out, whenever that was. And it's based on a classic old school D&D module, Temple of Elemental Evil.
They've done some Elemental Evil ones, yeah.
No, there was one that came out, I think it was by Troika Games.
Yeah.
And they're remastering it for modern hardware.
Oh, good. I've always wanted to play it because I missed that one.
It was supposed to be very good at the time. It was the phase of me going, I don't know how I feel about 3rd edition. What the fuck is Sorcerer? What the fuck happened to a mage? charisma. The fuck? So I want to go back, you know, and if it's got multiplayer, that might be a cool co-op thing because it's supposed to be quite good.
Yeah, back then, the ones that I got were Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Am, all the expansions that went with it. I did Icewind Dale. Icewind Dale was really fun.
I didn't really like Icewind Dale 2 as much.
I didn't. Nah, it didn't get its hooks in me like Icewind Dale
The enemy
did.
density was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, Davina. I'm an old school D&D nerd, so I'm kind of used to stuff like that from a lot of the games I've played over the years.
Neverwinter Nights was good, but
Yes.
mine glitched, so I never finished it.
The problem with a lot of these RPG video games, be they released on PC or console, is if they're basing it on a tabletop system, they're expecting people to know that system
Yeah.
to a degree that someone who likes who doesn't play tabletop but likes video game RPGs and go, oh, that looks cool. The hell is going on?
Pathfinder is I get deep and shallow. I don't think it's necessarily shallow. It's got a lot of nice streamlining things
It's
that are in
just
it.
very crunchy.
It is very crunchy. I
like-
don't disagree with that.
And for those who don't know what the term crunchy means, when in the context means Slender are using it, it's if a tabletop RPG system is very number heavy and very dice heavy.
Yeah. You can min-max the fuck out of Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's kind of retarded. Yeah, they are. But they were +1 bonuses are also meaningless usually once you hit a certain point with the third edition and 3.5 D&D, because that's what Pathfinder's based off of. They just bolted more shit onto it. So yeah, you're not wrong there at all.
Yeah, I haven't played. Which one is she doing? Wrath of the Righteous?
Yeah.
I thought Kingmaker was really good. I enjoyed Kingmaker a
The
lot.
only thing that bothered me about Kingmaker was the fact that they started putting time limits.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I didn't like that at all. Like, really? You give me this huge map to explore. You tell me to go over here to do something. But then I have to go to the other side of the fucking map at some point before this, timer runs out. And I get encounters all the way across the map, and the timer is still ticking. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know. I will say I have Wrath of the Righteous. I've played it a little,
I have the enhanced version.
but it didn't get its hooks in me like Kingmaker did.
Yeah, the stacking of bonuses and debuffing stuff, that's just video game RPGs as a whole. Unfortunately, a lot of older games weren't like that, but a lot of them are. Again, WoW's gotten very much so like that. Diablo's like that. Path of Exile's like that. A lot of RPGs that shouldn't be doing that. Action RPGs, I don't mind doing that. I really wish other RPGs didn't go with like, oh, hey, this is popular in Diablo, we should do it too. No, do your own thing, please.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying games that are like Diablo, Path of Exile, Grim Dawn.
I picked up a subscriber. Ascendant Arcade is at 35. Woohoo!
There's stuff like, it's... I can't say the story in Kingmaker is all that great from what I played. It gets kind of... okay, yeah, this is pretty standard storytelling. All right, nothing unusual here.
It's not like a special story, but it's
serviceable.
well presented. The characters are fun and interesting for the most part. Some of them are kind of lame as fuck, but it wasn't bad.
If you're familiar with Ultima Divina, if that's the case, that fucking rocks. Go check out go to GOG Games, GOG.com. They have a lot of the old school RPGs, like the Ultima games.
They do a lot of old preservation, yeah.
Might and Magic, Wizardry, all that old school RPG goodness, Bard's Tale. And if you never played that stuff and you like Ultima, yeah, that you might want to go check some of that stuff out, because I can vouch for all those series.
I chose the angel path, and it's just going to be a lot of demon killing. I mean, that's what angels do.
So how close are you to being done with Silk Song?
Dude, I haven't finished Act 1 yet. I'm pushing along, and I think I'm getting close to the end of the first act, but I'm taking my time.
You got a bit to go.
I've streamed, I've done 5 streams now. Generally, my streams run right around 2 hours each. And I'm having a blast with it. It's really good. Actually, I pulled something up. I can share with you guys a little sampling of what happened to me at the end of my stream today. I think Brahma saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. It was funny.
Let me...
and since I knew it was coming, it was expected.
I did not.
I wasn't going to warn you.
They violated my trust.
It's like when Mahler was playing Elden Ring the first time and saw the butterflies right after you go revisit the starting area where the cliff falls out from under you. And he was like, ooh, butterfly. And then the cliff falls out from under him. And he was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see.
Silk
Silk Song.
Soulsborne game. You'd look at that walk.
Also
that,
share audio.
The walkway there and go, nope.
Yeah, but
Here we
that was
go.
the way out of the area.
So to preface this a little, in case you haven't played this before, right? Benches are safe place.
Like bonfires in Dark Souls.
Yeah, and so I was like, well, we've almost hit 2 hours. I'm probably gonna let me just wrap it up here before I get started on anything else. And this is what happened to me. Like I'm just running along, like cool, and then I'm like, wait, we're at about 2 hours. I think it's about time for a break. Thanks again, everybody who stopped. Wait, what? What the
Oh
fuck?
dear. Ouch.
Never mind. Guess not having break right now.
Guess you ruined the surprise for everybody else who's going to play it later.
Oh, you have
That's a rotten trick.
Dude, I've sat at that bench like 100 times.
Yeah, it's a rotten trick, isn't it? It's supposed to be safe there.
You can
like
definitely
all-
tell at least one of the devs has played a FromSoft game. in their life.
Oh, yeah.
Which
There's lots
one?
of-
Don't
there's
know,
lots of
don't care.
FromSoft
That's a
in it.
FromSoft move. Oh, you think
But
you're
there's
safe?
lots of it.
No one is safe.
But yeah, that
I like how all
motherfucker
the-
snuck up on me.
I like how all the bug villagers start going, oh.
Well, that's
right
what
before
clued
you
me
see
in.
it
I was like,
happen.
what the hell is going on here?
I would have gotten my ass off that bench as soon as I saw that starting.
I wasn't paying that close attention. I was trying to do my outro.
The screen was fucking shaking.
At least you'd saved though. You
I
rested.
played a little bit of the game when the game saved.
That is-
No, it doesn't matter. I beat him first try.
I mean,
Of course
yeah,
you did.
the peripheral characters did cower
I mean, you
in
can watch.
fear.
I can show you. You can. I have video evidence that I beat him first try.
I can
I
see
mean,
a cut here. That's an
I
edit.
played the little tiny bit of the game I've played. Even I know sitting at a bench doesn't make the screen shake. Fuck.
Or the villagers go,
And yet
I'm looking over at the comments, trying to make sure that I got I hit all the comments that needed to be responded to. I'm like going down to my little OBS to stop the stream, and then I look back and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
So is there
and yet the
there's
ghosts
no
all seem to gravitate towards me.
there's no health meter for the bad guy.
No, you
No,
don't
you
know
don't get
how
health
close
meters.
or far you are from killing them.
There are mods that I think do that, but I ain't no bitch.
He doesn't even like glow a different color or
Nope.
anything.
No,
No,
but you can
he
usually
might-
see phase shifts.
Yeah,
if
his
they have
phase
different
might
phases.
change.
Often when you stun a boss and you get a little bit of free damage, then that's the end of phase 1 of that
Yeah, they'll add
boss.
more attacks to their patterns.
Yeah,
Different
they get
ones.
more complicated. But not all of them have that.
But yeah, I am loving the Crest of the Beast, Brahma. Like,
Yeah, not my
It-
favorite. I like
it
Wanderer.
took some getting used to. It definitely took some getting used to. But once you figure out how to deploy the heal, because you deploy the heal very differently.
Yeah,
But
you
once
have
you
to
figure it
attack.
out, you can just kind of go beast mode and just go blow for blow, and I like that.
There's just a lot of bosses where there's not windows long enough to really heal up more than 1 or 2 hits.
Yeah, don't disagree with that.
I like Wanderer because I like the fast, quick hits.
Yeah. Well, and you had a whole other game to practice with too. Like that is the original Hollow Knight moveset.
There we go. Is that you completing your first try kill?
That was my first try.
Are you going back to see if the bench is there again?
The bench doesn't come back. I tried to get the bench back, and then I was like, I guess I got to go find another bench.
That's rough.
Yep.
And the sad thing is, you got an item that you really need to equip at a bench.
Hey, Brahma, I think the game me, Slender, and Smokey were playing last night is up your alley.
Will the bench respawn if I go in the building? Nope. No,
That's what I was checking.
Yeah, trying to do a reset. Since you do like to be challenged when you play video games, you should play GTFO with us.
What is it?
Look it up on Steam.
All right.
We couldn't get past the first level.
GTFO? Yeah.
GTFO.
Is
Yeah.
it play
Chad,
solo
you'd
or
like
play
that
with
too.
for multiplayer? Or?
You're not doing anything solo.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the.
It's a 4-player game.
The
Up to
combination.
4 players. Yeah, it's
It's an up to 4, or it's
you
Up
could
to 4.
try. You could try solo, but
You're gonna have 3 bots, or you're gonna be
Yeah.
by yourself,
Yeah.
and neither
The
is a
bots
great
are-
situation.
yeah, the bots
Well.
are pretty mediocre.
we all know that our times don't often line up anymore for gaming.
We're working.
I
on
haven't gotten a
changing
game
that.
with you guys in 2 months.
We're working on changing that. Me and Slender and Smokey, we're probably gonna be gaming a lot more often like we used to.
Yeah, having Smokey back has been,
A resurgence.
yeah, it's breathing new life into us.
And Slender, the other one that I picked up, Ghost Watchers.
Hey, you found a bench.
Definitely need more people. You're not doing anything solo in that game.
So that item you got, Slender,
Which one?
the one that looks like a mask,
Mm-hmm.
that one basically gives you a free do not die.
Oh.
So
Very
it
nice.
your first heart, once per rest, it will put a shield around that first heart. So a kill or a hit that would kill you from a boss just knocks that off of there, and you get 1 extra free hit.
Nice.
So it's very useful.
Eric, there's no real set time for those streams. If I'm not working, like I've been taking a lot of Fridays off because I got to use up all my PTO for the year so that I don't lose it at the end of the year. If I'm not working on a Friday, I usually do the stream around lunch. If it is during a work day, I usually stream right after work, so around 5:30. And if it's a weekend, like a Saturday, it's kind of the same thing. I usually stream sometime in the afternoon, like 1 or 2 o'clock.
Or late night if we're doing something.
Or late
But we
night.
don't
But
typically
for Silk
stream
Song, I've just
when we're doing
I've
that.
basically been trying to stream that during the day when, you know, there might not be as much availability for other people to stream with. So, because I'm trying to do more solo streams too, just to push more content on that channel. I'm also going to probably start going back and cutting up the streams for highlight reels and such. And then coming up in October, as part of our Spooktacular, I'm planning on doing Silent Hill F. So, lots of stuff in the works.
Josh has a question for you, 70s. Did you see the memes?
Yeah,
from
I'm
last
just
night?
typing. Yeah, I did reply to him earlier. I haven't seen them yet, mate. Fortunately, I was pretty busy last night. I'll take a look for them if they're on Twitter or X. Sorry. Yeah. I will take a look now.
Oh, not that this is gonna matter to many people. In the event your spouse enjoys Downton Abbey, the new movie,
Then get
is
rid of them.
Exactly.
Divorce them now.
Exactly what you'd expect from another Downton Abbey movie.
I actually like
Take
Downton Abbey.
You take your spouse there.
What?
It'll be a good
Why am I
time.
not surprised? Why am I not fucking surprised with you?
was a good
Because
show.
he liked Dame.
You know what?
Maggie
We need to
Smith
clip
and
that
her
and put
cutting.
that right after the Cool Ranch Dick comment.
How about before?
Yeah, I like Downton and Abbey. Cool Ranch Dick would be delicious. Yum.
Mad forgot what he was supposed to cut for this week.
He needs to cut yum.
He,
Mad ran out
if
of
you
pills.
remember what I had said the week before
seen
was,
it, Josh.
them titties do be bouncy. And that was what he was gonna cut with your comment, but
Dude, if he's not gonna do it, I will. I'll go start cutting this shit. It's easy enough. It takes 10 minutes.
I've seen it now, Josh. Excellent. Yeah. Good one.
Do you want to know about Cool Ranch? Probably not.
Would you like to know more?
All right. So, yeah. It looks like we're over 2 hours. Brahma, what do we got? So I guess Sunday we're doing our deeper dive.
We'll do a memorial for Charlie, and where do we go from here? That kind of stuff.
Did you hear back from...
Carrie is likely. QBG is in Chicago for the Krigler meetup, and
Who?
have
What?
not heard
Oh,
back
Cordoba.
from. Yeah, have not heard back from other possible guests.
Aha. Well, even if Carrie's on,
I'll
that'll
probably
be
try to at least be in the chat.
the thing Carrie and I would, and I think you're probably leaning more towards why I am on using the full weight of federal power on everything.
I think she is too. I think we are all just at the point of no calls for violence, but do everything that we possibly can to fight fire with fire.
No calls for violence, but we're fighting back now.
Yeah, the line's been crossed.
All right, 70s, what do you have coming up?
My show on Monday will be a celebration of the 85th anniversary of the Battle of Britain, which was the air battle that prevented the Nazis from getting air superiority, so they didn't invade Britain. And we'll be using the movie Battle of Britain, the 1969 movie, as the kind of the main way of talking about that. So,
Was that the one where what's his name was in it as a young man from Deadwood? And
Ian McShane, yeah, he's
yes,
in it. Yeah,
that's
Ian
like
McShane.
his first movie, I think, if I remember.
Yeah, he's pretty young. But yeah, Michael Caine and a whole bunch of other Christopher Plummer, a whole bunch of people. It's 85 years since
If you
that,
need
so-
to pull stills, it's available on the location, the server.
Pulling them now. I've got I've got a copy.
It's in the secret space.
It's one of these great Moore movies.
Keep it
from the
secret. Keep it
60s
safe.
that
Keep
I
it
like.
secret. Keep it safe.
And I do like all those aircraft, the Spitfires, the Hurricanes, all that stuff. It's an epic,
Dude, the Spitfire was
beautiful
an amazing
Beautiful.
aircraft.
Yeah.
Eric,
Quite
it'll
the
be
time.
a calmer stream.
Yeah, yeah. One stream we should do the Great Plains of World War II, and just have that
Oh, some
because
beautiful
man,
stuff.
there's some the U.S. Navy fielded some of the most god awfully looking planes that were badass. It was crazy. Like it was at the P-38.
Yeah.
There's no reason that plane should have been as dominant as it was, but it fucked up the Zeros, man.
Dude, the P-38 was a fucking monster.
Lightning. The lightning.
It was the most ugly plane, compared to a P-51 or a Spitfire.
Dude, I'm not here to win a fashion show. I'm here to kill bad guys.
Yep.
Like-
Yep.
it's
Was that
like,
the Lightning?
Yep.
The one
The
from
P-38
The
Lightning.
lightning.
Yeah.
from the game 1943 and 1942 for the NES and
Yep.
arcade.
Exactly. The P-38 was like
Very versatile plane, though. You could use it as a fighter or as a bomber or reconnaissance, all sorts of stuff. It was very
And it was
versatile.
dominant in all of them.
Yeah, brilliant plane. They made such great aircraft. I mean, the German ones, some of them were great too, you know? Some fantastic stuff.
the German mechanization, whether it was the Luftwaffe or the mechanical ground units, bailed them out of so many bad decisions. The fact that they had such technical superiority. I mean, the Panther was an amazing tank. And if it didn't have the fact that America could pump out a Sherman every 10 minutes from our factories in Detroit, the Ford plants, and we were just sending thousands and thousands and thousands of Shermans over there. I mean, I think they had like 200 Panthers and Tigers. Like, they just didn't have enough of them. Eventually they broke down or got bombed, and then we rolled. With the Sherman was not a dominant tank on the ground. We learned that lesson by the time we got to the Abrams, though. Yeah.
So Solar Citizen's asking about Spitfires. I believe there's quite a few still flying in, in museums or whatever. Probably like 50 or
Oh
so.
no,
at
you
least.
can't let them fly anymore because they have English flags painted on them.
Oh, that's true.
So
yeah.
they will be considered
Being
hateful
arrested.
They're hateful symbols of the past.
Being shot down. They're being shot down.
So Keir Starmer has decided that they are no longer allowed.
I think there's quite a few still airworthy though. I've seen quite a few air shows with them.
Ooh, that would be a hilarious YouTube video. Someone to redo Winston Churchill's speech under the current British
God,
speech codes.
At the end of the beginning one. Or
We will yield to them on the sea.
we will invite them on the
We will
beaches.
invite them to the beaches. We will provide them housing.
Yeah. Yeah, and we will
All right,
invite
so that's
them
we
on
got.
the beaches.
Imp, do you have your metal channel? Do you have something coming up?
Nothing that I'm aware of at this point. I haven't really talked to Nick lately, so
That channel kind of stuttered.
yeah. Everybody's just been kind of busy. The only person who's got a lot of free time is the one guy, Disciple.
Yeah, just
It'll,
I mean,
it'll be fine. It'll be
not that we're one to talk. We live stream once a week and do
yeah, but it's
random
still
stuff now.
regular.
and then.
I have live streamed like 4 times this week. Thank you very much.
The greatest thing for Ascendant Arcade live streaming has been Slender's boss making him take PTO.
I'm actually going to say that has been a thing. Silk Song being another thing, and then
Silk Song definitely contributed.
and then Smokey.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric, we are glad that you're here every week. I'm glad that you have such a good time. I know that sometimes stuff can get you a little concerned, so hopefully like you always say, this is a nice little break to just have a good time with friends. So thank you for hanging out. Your boss, mom, what?
No, I don't call my wife the boss. My boss is actually my boss.
Yeah, this is.
I have a real job.
Now let's do trivia.
No, we're not doing trivia. We're done.
Yeah, I think we had a good productive show that skirted the line. We threaded that needle perfectly, and so I'm gonna just say, whenever Slender's ready, he can just send us away. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
No, Josh Hammond. No, I'm ending it because Josh Hammond is getting thirsty.
A Machiavelli production. The stream's now behind, but there's no need to be glum. We'll return with more jests, with humor to come. So click that damn subscribe and let the good vibes thrive. For the next grand stream, we'll surely jive.
Ascendant art, we've charted the spree with synapses sparking, hilarity you can't believe.
You've brought your joy, so now you must go. But keep the party in your heart, yo. Keep the giggles, keep the banter, keep the screens to light. Until our next stream, keep the fun in sight. In this virtual voyage where streams do end, remember with Ascendant art, we'll always fucking ascend. Oops, we forgot about Imp, he's bound to reappear. With chaos in his wake, all we can do is persevere. Are you happy now, Imp?